Boom. Happy Halloween, boys.
Hey.
Number 7, I think we're on. I'm going to forget these.
Aye, 7. 7. Aye.
Aye,
Do we not
seven.
say 7?
Do we not
What's
mark
it
them on a
seven?
computer like that?
7.
No,
they're
we
just
marked
dated.
them by date.
So, aye, something about Haggis podcast, back again with Deek, Hog and Banjo.
Hey.
Ooh.
First night we're drinking.
Aye,
for
well,
yous.
well, I'm drinking coffee because
Aye.
I've had 4 hours sleep and then got up, went to work, and that's me now till probably about 6 o'clock the morning.
Potentially 6 in the morning. But it's what, 4:30 now? So nice we tell
Aye,
12
so I'm
hours
just-
ahead of you.
I'm getting a wee caffeine boost in that. That's really depressive when I think that I've got another 12 hours to go.
I've got some Soko.
But I've got some. I've got poker to play with the boys for the fire.
Aye.
Oh, is it with the fireman?
It's what, once a month you play?
Yeah.
And
Well,
you said
it
you've
usually
got pals.
It usually works out like once every kind of 6 weeks or something.
Oh,
So we all put like a tenner in to play that game,
Aye.
and then another tenner goes into the kitty for like a big end of the year game.
Oh, that's alright.
So.
Okay.
Aye, before we start this week, last week I preemptively called it Jordan for not watching any of this on iTunes, and I was raging because it was a hassle to get it on iTunes. Turns out it's iTunes that's rang. They're just not showing me the data for folk listening, so I have no idea.
So young Jordan
Aye.
Gregory, we do apologise. mate.
Apologies, son. Apologies.
You're still a cunt, but we apologise anyway.
iTunes is the real cunt in all this. It took me like weeks to get it up there, and then they just didn't even show me any of the shit anymore. So I'm like, oh well, cool. Fuck
That's
you
handy,
guys.
innit? That's what you want.
Aye. But better apology than Banjo's, so.
Mine was brilliant and I stick with mine.
Your apology got us a dislike on the video. Our
Yeah.
first dislike.
My apology got me more shit than the original video.
Did it actually?
Well,
were you
I wouldn't
getting
say
text,
more,
like?
just equal amount probably. Just different folk too.
What, folk that weren't even involved?
Well, they thought I was
Because there was folk commenting on the actual post that were like, that is the worst fucking apology I've ever heard in my life.
It was these lassies messaged me and was like, "Oh, fucking, you call that an apology?" Me and thinking I was apologising to them. I wasn't even apologising to them. It was different folk I was apologising.
No, you were apologising to yourself, if I recall correctly.
Aye. So I wasn't apologising to them. I was apologising to myself. So fuck them.
Just not-
You've only been getting an apology. Like, that's the first and last.
For fuck's sake.
The fucking joys.
Aye.
So you at the night then, Banjo?
I am. I'm all fucking suited
Yeah.
and booted.
Dressed up like the worst Mexican.
What were you supposed to
I
be?
don't
Just
know
call
what
me
you meant.
Pablo.
Are you a cartel member? Is
I
that
would
what you're
say
going
so.
for?
Well, folk asked and I was like, I've
Some
no
out
idea.
for the
Just-
West maybe. 'Cause
Aye.
you've got like a shitey wee £4 gun there with
Aye.
caps in it.
A gun.
I'll let that gun off.
Has it got
like.
caps in it?
Yeah, it's got cap. I've got
Aye.
like caps
Oh,
in my
right.
pockets. I've got a wee sombrero.
You're such a
actually
12-year-old.
from Mexico.
Aye.
I've got.
I can't mind the last time I actually seen somebody with a cap gun, like a proper cap gun.
I took my nieces into Super Save and bought a wee cap. That was amazing.
Did you take them in as like deep cover so they didn't think that you were away?
Aye. I was like, listen, didn't spend another £1 here because I need to buy this gun. No, I've got my sombrero from Mexico. I've got 2 bags of Cocano.
Which is protein powder.
With a belt, protein powder wrapped in cling film.
Because his mum wouldn't let him use the flour.
She wouldn't let me use real Coke, so I tried to haggle away flour, but apparently that's too expensive.
Oh, we'll get a picture up on the
Surely
Instagram.
flour's a lot
Surely you can get
cheaper
flour
than
for
protein
like
powder.
80 pence or
Well, I
some shit,
did it
like
last
the
minute.
Tesco value.
I did it. I was just running out the house and I was like, "Fuck! I better grab something so I don't look like a twat in the pub."
Too late.
You're going to look like a twat anyway, but Ken.
How? I've got 2 bags of Coke.
Mission failed.
Your wee cap gun.
I'm happy, man. I'm happy with my choice. What have you dressed up as? Fuck all.
Mate, I'm not going out.
Mate.
So Ken.
See,
Phones, mate.
see, we
It's
fuck.
it was
No,
a buzz.
you have a go at me every week for that, and
That's
his
what I
guns
just
off.
said.
His guns off every
What
week.
did I just say? Phone, mate.
Aye, well, but if mine went off, it'd be a fucking different story.
I'd say phone, mate. Is to not interrupt the flow of the podcast as you're doing now.
Kind of like what you
Deek.
just done.
Deek.
No, I've totally forgot.
He
what I
said
was
it
gonna say
first. I never fucking.
Aye, you were going on, and I
He
said,
never. I never
shut
made a
the
big
fuck
deal with
up.
it first. He did.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
Jesus. So what are you
Just
saying
because
tonight?
they fucking mess. I didn't ken. I honestly don't know. I didn't ken if folk are even dressing up tonight or
I
what.
would assume
They
they are.
will be. I think the
Aye.
market's staying a disco.
I'm not at the
Wait,
market.
well-
Oh, no.
When this goes out, it'll be. I think the market had a disco
Aye.
on Saturday night.
It's for. It's
I'm
what,
pretty
the
sure
second.
it
This is the Saturday after
Aye.
Halloween. I did see folk on Facebook that
I just looked at Mike.
had been out like last weekend, like the weekend before Halloween.
Aye.
I'd seen folk had been out and dressed
I
up,
was.
and I'd seen folk out and dressed up during the week, but they were folk that had like lived in cities and shit, so they actually went out on Halloween. Whereas going out on Thursday, I think was Halloween, and CD and that's
Friday,
fucking
was it?
pointless.
No, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
I'm positive. I'm trying to load the Facebook page now. I bet you I'm connected to Jackal's Wi-Fi.
But no, I would assume folk will be dressed up. I would guess,
I
right?
hope
This
so.
would be the weekend I would do it.
And then there's a big fight tonight.
I'm still not Ganty, but
I'm not
if I
Ganty.
was Ganty,
If I got gassed enough, I'd maybe put a onesie on.
the
Oh,
market's
come on, you
Facebook
fuck.
says tonight is
Don't-
Fright Night. It might be 2 days after the official Halloween. However,
Aye.
you've never seen Hotel More Scary. And to be fair to the market, like when I worked there and that, like it looked the tits.
Aye.
Like they
It's
just
been
put
a long time since
fucking-
I've been in.
They put a fucking good effort into like for Halloween and decorating. And
The
stuff
last
like
time I was in the market, I got a drink chucked over me and dragged out.
Rightly fucking so.
that. And he was.
There
he
is
was
some
paying
justice in the world.
Mm. That was by that fucking
Aye,
50-year-old
47-year-old,
pal.
him. Doing God's work. That's what she's doing. Started saying that,
I
and I
love
can't
it.
help myself.
No, I think the last time I was there, I went in. It was busy as fuck. I stood there for like 20 minutes, never got served, and I was like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving," and just walked out.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's kind of shit. It's the old like I normally.
It used to
sit-
be. It used to be good because it was like us that worked in the pubs and that. So like when you walked in and Kev was working, he'd just be like, you'd be at the back,
Aye.
and Kev would be like, "Oh, Hog, what you having?"
Aye,
And
when
you're
you
like,
work in the pub, like you get
Aye.
a different kind of. Even if you work not in the same pub, like you work.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
get
was
that
kinda-
respect.
Aye,
but
like if Rabber Flans walked in, you'd be like, "What you want, mate?"
aye. And everybody else is like, "What? How's he getting there first?" And you're like, "Mate, you'll not be getting served at all if you keep up that fucking attitude."
I love that, man.
Well,
I used to have folk coming in all the time. Like I think the first time I worked in Sam's, there was like a bunch of well, I say young boys came in. They were all older as me, and they were going on like fucking a date. So I was like, I'm going to warn you right now. Have all your fun in that, but then he start fucking with like shit in the bar, and then them just started fucking about with the telly, like switching it off at the plug, and I'm like, right, haha, funny, whatever, shite patter. Then he did it again, and he done it again. I was like, I'm not going to telly again. Date again, and you're out. And he flicked it back off like 10 minutes later, and I just grabbed him with the scruff of the neck and hoid him out the door. I was like, you can take your shelly fuck.
aye.
And all his pals, oh sorry, I'll not date again. And I was like, no, he'll not, because he's not coming back fucking in. He can go and date somewhere else. I'm not giving a fuck. Or folk that get this at the bar. I love that shit. That's
the waving the money in that.
Aye.
Oh, that gets you.
Or paying your wages, eh? No, mate, I'm
No.
getting paid for how long
Aye.
I'm here, regardless of whether or not you get your fucking Jaeger bomb. Get the fuck out my face.
I had the in with the clicking.
I hate that shit.
It was fuck. It was a long time ago now, but it was our Christmas time and all the Waynes for uni and that had came back,
Aye.
and like it's the folk that had just turned 18 and not been in a pub and
Aye.
CD before, and they think they own the bit. So I'm standing in Sam's pouring a pint, and there's this boy like at the end of the bar, and he's like, "Oh, here, mate, here," fucking clicking away in that. And I'm like, I'm serving a pint, mate. You'll get it, Ken. Wait a minute.
I'll
Ken,
get
what I
to you
mean,
when
it's
I get
busy
to
as
you.
fuck.
Aye.
There's a system going on
I'm
here.
fucking 4 deep in the bar,
Aye.
mate. You want to take your
Aye.
fucking attitude.
And he's
to
like,
fuck.
and he turns around and he goes, "I wouldn't get this sort of service in Glasgow." I was like, "You can fuck off back to Glasgow then, you wee cunt." Fucking off he went. And then I was speaking to Mo at the end of the night, and she says, "Aye, that boy came up to me, and he's like, oh, your bartender just told me to fuck off." Like, said what had happened, and he'd been like, he told me to fuck off, and she's like, "It's a good job you never said that to Flanzer, you'd have fucking leathered you." And the boy just left. I was like,
I
"Aye."
love it. There was a lassie, like, normally I think it's like aller guys that do it. And I had it, was it in the market or was it in Sam's? It might have been the Crown.
You need a bottle
I
opener.
think
now.
it was the Crown.
I'm looking for
There was a lassie stood at the bar and she's like, again at the clicking fingers and that, and her boyfriend turned into her and went, "Didn't do that to him?"
Aye.
And she's like, "How?" And he went, "Because you'll just be stood there for the next half an hour."
Aye.
No. And then I like caught on to it. I was like, "Aye, you will." And then I finished serving everybody at the bar and I stood there and waited for her to apologise. And then he like, you seen her walking. She walked away because she didn't want to apologise.
Aye.
And I was just doing it to be arsey just because I could.
That's what I would do
Which,
as
to
well.
be fair,
Aye.
it's a dick move, but fuck it, you clicked at me.
You
I didn't
deserve
care.
it.
Aye.
It's folk that click fucking their fingers at waiters and that waitresses.
I hate that shit.
Fucking
It's the
annoys
exact
me.
same thing. Because folk think that because they're in a pub and they're gassed, like they didn't realise that the bar staff are not gassed.
Aye.
And they're like, "Oh, it's just like you laughing that, innit?" And and you're like, "Mate, you need to go and kill yourself." Like,
Well, that lassie, I seen her wander away to her boyfriend, and then he came back up to the bar and ordered what she was going to have.
aye.
And I went, "If you're ordering that for her, I'm telling you right now, it's the last drink you'll get in here off me the night, and I'll make sure that everybody else stops serving you now."
Aye.
You're going to have to apologise to him. That's just what she did, and I was like, "No bother, pal. There you go. Have a nice night."
It's just manners, isn't it?
Aye, it is. I
Just
hate that. I
manners.
can't be dealing with fucking ignorant folk. I meant there was one of my pals stood at the bar one night in the market, and like he used to work there as well. and he was stood like, obviously still talks to like Emma and that or whatever. And he's like, Emma, and she's like, I'll get to you. It was like Saturday night, like 11.
Aye.
She's like, I've got other things
Busy
to
as fuck,
occupy
mate.
my time.
Aye.
And then sure enough, she served the next person, and then went to serve him.
Aye.
And then 20 minutes later he's doing it again, and she went, see if this has got to be your attitude all night. Like, he's just standing there like shouting and fucking swearing, this is a fucking joke, how am I not getting fucking served? And I'm like, mate, you're getting kicked out and you're going your cell. I'm not fucking leaving with you because you're being a prick. And then she was like, aye, if you keep going like that, you're not getting served at all. There's no point in you coming back because you'll not get served next weekend either.
It's just fucking ignorance.
I
imagine Banjo's the kind of boy to do that. Like.
No, I've never done that. I've always had respect for folk working like in anywhere.
I do like that.
No,
There was
yeah,
a lassie when
I've got manners, like.
we were in Pitlochry last weekend for that Enchanted Forest, and
I don't know. Keep the shite in it.
where were we? We were at this like kind of nice restaurant and that, and you had this like what I would describe as a Karen woman.
Aye.
Okay, I mean,
Aye.
like she
the
had
meme
like her,
woman.
Aye, she had like her short fucking hair and that, like
A lesbian?
No, like like smoked menthols.
Oh,
whatever,
right.
again.
Where's
That
the
y-
vest in that?
That yen that's like, can I speak to the manager, please?
Aye,
Double denim.
dicks. And so that, like we had our dinner and that, and it was well geed. Had venison or something.
Nice.
Fucking well geed. And it got to like we were sitting out. I can't remember what we were putting. Whatever. But they finished their meal and that, and the lassie, the waitress, was like, oh, was everything okay for you? And she was like, not very good actually, to be honest. The steak was like really fatty and that. It was a bit overcooked. Yeah, it was a bit tough in that. And I turned around and looked and I went, you've cleared your fucking plate. There was not a thing left. Not even a carrot. And I'm like, you cleared your plate. And she kind of looked at me and Emma's like, would you shut the fuck up? Try to make a scene in that. I'm like, I'm not making a scene. I'm
My
just
mum
saying.
does that.
Then if you
And she
fucking
does,
ignorant.
like, she's like, oh no, that's like I've never sent food back or anything, and I've never returned an item for a shop. See, my mum, she's like, no, that's too cal, and then no, it's too hot. she wouldn't say it's too hot, but she'd be like, it's too
didn't
cal.
mind if you've got a point. Like, see
If
if
it's
you
a-
have like a
yeah.
spoonful of macaroni and you're like, that's Cal. Look,
Aye.
mate, that's Cal. Sorry.
Aye.
Then he finish your fucking plate
No.
and
No.
leave like a crusty chip in the
Aye.
corner and
be like,
that's it.
that
And
was
then
too cal.
complain.
And be like, that was awful.
Aye.
Like, well, no, it can't even be
Straight
that
away, she'd be like, aye, Ken, can you just heat this up for me, please?
bad. Aye.
Aye, I'd take a reheat.
Stick it in the microwave, man. I
Aye.
don't give a fuck.
Blast it for 30 and then we're fine.
Aye, we're fine.
Every night, man, I sit and eat a fucking microwave meal in my car at 9:30. I'm not got to be bothered a
Hell,
fuck.
that's-
That
What
might
are
be
the
the
restaurant
saddest thing I've
fucking
ever
pricks.
heard.
It's like for work,
Every
man.
night.
Sit in my car with the heater on, not even the radio on.
Do you know about the canteen?
And but there's a guy. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say who he is or anything. It's pretty obvious. So, but he sits on his he sits and FaceTimes his wife, and he's a loud talker. And it's like really fucking loud, and it's rude, man. Folk are in their canteen on their break. He's
that-
FaceTiming his wife
See, for that
that-
guy.
every shift,
You
loud as fuck.
See, for that guy, you need to be going out fucking side for that phone call.
That pisses
Aye.
me off.
Take
'Cause-
yourself to fuck. I want to talk to folks.
He's got a
and
great and Wayne tea and fucking.
See at work, there's nothing I enjoy more than see when I go from a tea, having peace and quiet.
Aye.
Like,
Aye.
you didn't, nobody wants to be there. Nobody's
No.
going to work and be, I've really enjoyed it. Well, no, us three anyway. You know what I mean? So see when you gone into the canteen and it's just fucking noise, you're like, mate, you need to shut the fuck up. I actually started changing my breaks because I
I'll do
noticed,
an extra half hour and I'll go when it's quiet.
aye, because I noticed that there was a lot of folk going at the same time. Like when I was on early shift, a lot of folk would go in at like 8:30. And the problem is when you have like 20 folk in a room and they're having like 5 different conversations,
It's I was going to be loud.
it creeps up
Aye.
because it's, oh, I need to talk louder so that they can hear me, and then they're like, oh, I need to talk louder so they can hear me, and you're just sitting there like, try to have a coffee.
Please all shut up.
Can you shut your fucking mouth? This is not the time of the morning for this.
No.
Like,
It's shite,
It's
man.
not,
Like,
man.
it's
it,
fucking.
that is ignorant.
Aye, that guy needs to go on the fuck
Aye.
outside.
Yeah,
I'll give that. I'll give Cheese that as well. See if Cheese is having a conversation. He goes outside the canteen. Ken.
Cheese, you've got lovely manners, son.
Ken.
Oh man, you should have seen him the day. He was looking fly as fuck. Like he's got a wedding tonight, and man, he was looking fucking spot on. Like
No.
Kind of guy that you
suited
give
and
chlamydia
booted.
to.
Suited him. Oh, suited him. booted. My sister was looking good too. Like God bless her.
Right,
Where's the
but
wedding at?
I fucking no idea. No idea.
How did you not get an invite?
I didn't ken the folk.
Oh, right.
She messaged me. I was looking after the kids, and then she phoned me. She was like, "Can you come up and take pictures of me and Graham?" I was like, "That's exactly what I did on my Saturday." And so I went up and took pictures of them.
Surprised you did.
so I went up and
I'm surprised you didn't text her back something like, "Oh, what, you dogging her that lol?"
Well, I was taking
It's not what I
videos
want
and
to do on
that.
my Saturday night. I want to go out dressed as a fucking shite Mexican outlaw.
Fuck yous, man. You're playing poker the night with your pals, which are actual work buddies, which didn't count.
How does that not count?
It doesn't count. It doesn't count. So,
Well, you can't like the folk you work with.
No, that's like we didn't.
I said that with my wedding invites actually. Like I didn't want to invite anybody for the co-op because it would have meant that I had to invite other folk
Aye.
that I really didn't want.
Aye. See, I would just have went the Sibo route. Like Sibo just was like, I'm not inviting that guy because he's a cunt. But I still got an invite.
I
I got an invite.
Aye.
I want to do that.
There was
but
a few
I can't.
folk at GBM that just didn't get an invite because he was like, they're pricks.
Oh man, I love
Nay luck.
Sibo. Like,
No luck.
he's a fucking legend, him.
But, aye.
Is that why I said didn't get an invite?
Oh, did he not?
Of course he didn't. Of course he fucking didn't.
Of said, man, he gave me a lift, didn't he?
Sid's the guy that's got the ruler with no numbers on it, by the way, for a couple of weeks ago.
Oh man, that was last week. It's been another fantastic week at work this week. Like,
Drinking Parma Violet cider.
Nobody asked.
Well, I'm fucking pointing that out. It's shite, but it's nice.
What?
Cheers, man.
It's shite, but it's nice.
Well, it's nice. Well, okay. And it's,
oh, it tastes like the sweeties.
I want
aye,
that.
but it's shite. But
What do you mean it's shit?
Well, it's shite, but it tastes nice.
What percentage is it? Like
It's
5?
like 4. But I've got something comfort in that with me, so I'm alright.
Mm.
It just tastes like the sweeties. I do like the sweeties as well.
What's that,
The
yeah?
Parma Violets are great. Kid like.
Tried that copper bird,
I like the fucking
Which one?
the fruit salad
couple.
cider.
Aye.
It's well good.
I've
It
never had that
actually
before.
tastes like the sweeties.
Okay, what's a really nice
Mhm.
winter drink? The Brothers Toffee Apple Cider.
I think I've got like 5 bottles of that downstairs.
It's really nice winter drink. Like
Ken, what's the best winter drink? Mulled fuck. Well, it's a Christmas drink.
you make
You
it,
love a bit of mulled wine,
mulled
don't you?
wine.
Fuck, I made it. I didn't make any last year, but I made some 2 years ago. And Kev was like not really up for it because he's not a big wine guy.
Aye.
Wee Stu came up to me a bit and he was like, if you've got some gun, I'll have some. I was like, alright, fine. And like I poured a fuck ton of brandy in it.
Still, Dave. Still
Aye.
drink fucking anything.
I poured too much brandy in it, really. And fucking me and Stu sat
It
there.
was mulled brandy.
Stu
at
was,
that point.
Stu was just coming up like for 5 minutes. It was just like, Ken, what's going on in that? I'm coming out later or whatever. And he had somewhere to be. And I was like, cool, just drop by, whatever. He ended up staying for like 2.5 hours and we tanned all the mulled wine. We were absolutely fucking bluttered. It was amazing.
I don't
like.
think I've ever made mulled wine.
It's
I,
easy as
I
fuck.
remember like you were like, oh no, I need to go and get some like star anise or
Aye.
whatever it was. Like,
Aye. Star anise.
and I'm like, what the fuck for? You didn't like cook like that.
nah.
You're a pizza and microchips kind of guy.
I do a
what
bit
I
of
mean?
cooking.
And you're, I need like star anise. I need like a wee bit of ginger essence.
You have
is that the next thing or
like
whatever?
bay leaves in it as well
Aye.
and shit like that. I would need to. You have the cinnamon like
Cinnamon
sticks.
sticks.
Yeah, there's
Mm.
like I just googled the recipe. It's easy as fuck to follow. Like there's no. It's
But
literally
you just,
just
put spices into wine with some brandy
yeah.
and
It's
heat it up.
like literally pot, wine, bit of brandy, the spices they
Herbs.
tell you. Leave it for as much time as they say, and then. Like I just left it kind of on like a low kind of temperature to keep it hot, and not like actually like boil it or cook it or anything like that, so that you could just get in through and fucking get
Like
a glass
jungle
whenever you
juice.
wanted. It was fucking good. Like it got you blitzed though.
Aye.
See,
Like I put way too much brandy in it.
Campbell's wine done that to me when he made mango wine before.
It's good.
When we were at Eden.
Aye.
It was tasty. I'm not like a big wine fan,
Aye.
but I used to like
would
the
be nice,
homemade
like-
wines and stuff.
Oh.
Like Bort used to do it as well.
Yeah, I made apple wine at uni and it came out in 19%.
See,
Nice.
That shit got you
I
fucked
think the
up.
only thing of stuff I ever made was cider. But I didn't bottle it properly, and then I left it too long, and then it turned into cider vinegar.
Kelly was meant to
Because I went to have a
down it.
movie, and I was like, "Oh, this," because I knew like it was nice when I made it,
Aye.
and then I hadn't bottled it in that, and I was like, "Ooh," went for a big movie, and I was like,
Ken was meant to
"Broken,
be
man."
amazing.
Just had to pour the whole lot down the drain.
Big Campbell at work.
Responsibly disposed of it.
Big Campbell at work says the best wine you can make is tea wine. He fucking swears by it. Like
Aye.
you just get like tea
He
bags.
kens his wine. though.
Aye,
He likes
Campbell
the
used to
wine.
make a lot of wine.
Yeah.
I think you just get like tea bags and get the juice for that, and then use it.
That's how you make sticky toffee pudding. Tea and coffee.
All right.
What?
Tea bags.
Aye.
Boiling water, coffee.
I
Soak
just
the
buy it for
fucking
the
dates
shop.
in.
I just buy it for the shop.
I know.
Ken, the wee tubs you get.
I love a jam roly poly with custard, man. That's the fucking king
A
of
jam
puddings.
roly poly.
I
jam
half a
roly
yen.
poly.
Is
with
the jam
custard.
roly poly the pastry
warm-
with the
it's
jam
warm.
and it's rolled up?
It's a warm Swiss roll with jam.
Aye,
Aye.
aye,
It's
I'm with
pretty-
you.
it's
I'm
pretty
thinking of
much
a Swiss
Friday.
roll.
I fucking love it. See, like Aunt Bessie's you in 3 minutes in the microwave, 2
Aye.
minutes for your custard. Bush. I'll smash. It's meant to feed 4 folk. I'll eat it myself.
See what I used to do when I worked at Sainsbury's?
No bother.
See, on a Monday morning when I was leaving, I would always get the Sainsbury's, like, it was the one up from, like, Value or whatever. It's like, I can't remember their names because they have different
There's,
names.
like,
But it's like
Value,
Sainsbury's Value and then
Pretty good.
And then
Top of the line. Aye.
I used to get the middle tier one every Monday morning. It was this
middle tier.
It was this like literal big bowl of fucking trifle every Monday
Oh,
morning.
you said that.
At 8 in the morning when I finished, I would just get that, go home and sit and eat a fucking whole trifle.
Like a dessert trifle.
Aye.
That is fucked
I
up.
had like
man.
fucking strawberries and everything through it. I was like, there was mornings I would get in for night shift, cook a stir fry, and everybody's getting up to get a unit, and they're like, "How the fuck are you cooking a stir fry?" I was like, "I've been up for 12 hours." at this
Your
point.
body clock goes to fuck when you're on
So
night
I'd have
shift.
a stir fry at like 8 in the morning, and then at like 8:30, 8:45 when I'd finished, I'd eat this whole trifle and then get a unit. That was my Monday morning routine for about 2 years.
Do you think there's any health effects with working the night shift?
Oh, they're definitely.
Oh, it's not good for you, like.
Like,
it's really
if
bad.
you're get-
just
Like,
like
if you're getting the same hours of sleep and you're eating right,
no,
I
No.
still think it fucks you up.
It
like.
does.
aye.
It's because your body's not. It's even just doing shifts, right? It's because your body kind of get in a pattern of like, this is when I'm awake, this is when I'm sleeping. So the yin that all the boys on shifts at GBM point is the Sunday night when you go in for back shift onto an early shift, right? So the whole week when you're on back shift, most of the boys didn't get to bed till like 12:30, 1 o'clock if you want to gather. Because like you come in, you have a shower, a cup of tea, sit down,
you need
whatever.
to be sound asleep by that point.
You
if
need
you
to
get
chill
up
out.
early.
So then when it comes to the Sunday night and you're up at like fucking 4, 4:30 to go on to early shift, you get your bed at like 9 on a Sunday, but because you're not used to sleeping till 1 for a whole week, you lie awake all night. Like everybody on a Monday morning when we got in's like, I got like
Death.
2 hours sleep. I got 2 hours sleep last night. It's just the way
So you're
it is.
alright if
And
you
it's
get
not
up
good
early
for
on to
you.
late because you're like, whatever.
Aye,
you
like
might be a
this
bit
weekend
kinda
I'm
tired,
early
like
till
you're
late,
fine.
so I
Aye.
finished at 1:45 on the Friday, and I'm not back until 2:15 on Monday. So
Aye.
the weekend doesn't really matter.
The lighting is like when you work in retail as well. Kind of, it's always like marble floor with like
reflects off
with
the
the strip
lights.
lights and that. That
Aye.
ruins your eyes. Like
We
So
were
it does.
we got told when I was working on night shift actually that we
Well,
should
you
get vitamin
work-
C tablets
aye,
because like see during the winter when I was working, I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, 10 at night till 8 in the morning.
aye. You work
I
from
would-
when it's dark.
Yeah,
till
like I would
it's dark.
sleep during the day on a
Vitamin D's
Friday.
for the sun, not C.
Oh well, whatever the vitamin, whatever the fuck one it was. They were like
Get
during
some
the day and the
D.
Friday you sleep.
Then
You
what's
get up.
scurvy?
You get up, it's dark. You got to work. You get in at 8 in the morning, it's still dark. You got to sleep. You wake up, it's dark, and that your
Aye.
whole weekend is just in
Yeah.
darkness.
Aye.
And they're like, you need to make sure you're getting
It
your
fucks
vitamins.
like your what is it, serotonin levels or something like that?
Skin as well, I think it fucks
Yeah,
with
it
you,
fucks with
like
your
your
skin
skin
a lot.
color.
I use the sunbeds like when I can.
That's not good for you, mate. I do not recommend
Small
that shit.
doses, I recommend it if
Aye,
you're not getting enough sunlight.
small doses are good for you. Like you buy like a home UV light, like like for my eczema and stuff. Like they said that,
Aye.
like literally just a minute or two on a really low level sunbed
It's the same thing with
would
welding,
be magic. Like
but 100 times stronger. I get
Aye.
burnt to fuck my face in that with welding. That's UV
you're
light.
wearing a mask.
I know, but it's just when you're tacking. You're like,
It's just the hassle in it.
and it is. But I feel like I'm fucked every day with that finishing at even 1 o'clock.
Aye.
Like
Aye.
and waking
It's
up.
you getting
man.
in a routine. That's the
Aye.
thing. Like, see if you have a set shift like 9 till 5 or whatever like that. You have you after like 2 weeks you get in a routine because like the boys at work talk about when we take like a week off on holiday or whatever, or say they ask you to swap shifts for a week.
Aye.
So you say when you do 3 weeks of back shift,
You're fine.
See by like 2.5 weeks into the back shift, you're spot on. Like because you're getting, I'm getting up at 9 o'clock. Do this. Body
Aye.
sleep at 1 o'clock. I'm up at 9. Like you get in the routine when you chop and change, or when you're on night shift. It just fucks you. Like
Aye. Well, apparently humans are better designed to sleep twice a day for 4 hours.
I hope
Rather than
that's
having like 8 hours.
See-
You're meant to sleep 4 hours, then get up, day
I
shit,
don't
then
know,
sleep
like,
for 4 hours.
a
get
lot
up,
of
day
folks
shit.
say, or like a lot of super successful folk are like, I only sleep for like 4 hours a night and that. And I'm like, how the
I
fuck
always
do
feel
you do
like
that?
shit if I get too much sleep though.
I would be like
Aye,
that.
too
but-
much sleep is the same as getting non up.
Aye. If, to be fair, if I was as rich as some of them folk, like Elon Musk apparently is like that.
Aye.
Like he's just
Sleeps
at
like
work,
2
and like to
3
the
hours
point,
a night.
even his staff bought him a bed so he could sleep. And I'm
Aye.
like, fuck off,
Because
you
you're
can afford
sleeping
a
on
new
the
unit yourself.
couch.
Well, with that, I'd be like, what? I wouldn't be sleeping either because I'd be too focused on looking at my bank balance.
I wouldn't be sleeping because the amount of
I would.
cocaine
I
I've been
c-
taking.
I,
Like,
I can like if I'm getting paid, I'm like I need to ken how much my wage is, or like
see,
I should get a good wage this month. I've seen me waking up at like 7 a.m. just to check my bank balance. I'd
See-
be like, it's that was a good wage, nice. And then I start ordering shit at like 7 a.m, and then I forget about it by the time I get up.
See, I used to, when I was working night shift, I used to get paid on a Thursday at Sainsbury's.
Aye.
I would wait up on a Thursday night till midnight when I got paid. Or
So
a Wednesday night,
aye.
sorry, a Wednesday night at midnight when I got paid. And then I'd go and get a kebab. Well, like, see the months where I was really fucking skint and I was like literally eating fuck all in the last day. I would wait up till midnight on the Wednesday night, paid 20 quid out, go and get a kebab and like a couple beers and that, and I was like, that'll do the job.
Aye.
Fucking
I
loved
if I
it.
was minted, man, I'd be up at crack of dawn. Like,
No, you'd be dead.
You'd be
well,
dead.
I'd be dead with coke, but if I was actually fucking, I'd be up at the crack of dawn and I'd be doing shit. Like, I wouldn't be.
I think a
fucking-
lot of it comes down to like if you find success with someone, it's usually someone you enjoy because
Yeah.
you want to do it.
Yeah,
man.
that's the thing.
So
Like,
if it's
a lot-
someone you enjoy, like if I was getting up in like I don't know, if I worked in like say a fish shop,
Aye.
okay, I mean for like aquariums and that,
Aye.
I would enjoy going to work because I like that.
That's the
kind of
thing. Like, folks
like
say that.
aquariums.
See, folk
Aye.
that win the lottery and that, a lot of them are kind of empty and they're like what they do because the initial
Aye.
buzz of like, oh, I've won 100 million or whatever, it like kind of wears away a bit.
stuff. Yeah.
And you're like, I've got this house and I've got this car and I've got nothing to do.
Aye.
Whereas if you're the person that's worked for like 20 years and you've made all that and you've got like say you're a fucking artist or a musician or a fucking whatever fighter or some shit like that, like you've got that drive to get up in the morning and
Aye.
do shit.
Oh, I never tell you is. I fucking.
Fucking won the lottery last week.
We're making we're making the family's coming into an agreement and hopefully it all pans out right.
Get rid of Banjo.
Where I'm going halves with somebody.
Are you sure you want to talk about this?
I think so. Fuck knows. I don't think I can get fucked for it. I'm going halves with somebody in a house in Bulgaria, buying a villa.
Alright.
I am. Fucking
How the fuck can you afford that?
swimming pool.
Are you finessing this other family member of yours?
Swimming pool. I think the.
It's
I don't know if it's inside
it's
or outside.
definitely his father in it.
Aye.
It's not my dad. It's
Is
not
it
my dad.
not?
No, it's
You're
not
getting
my dad.
finessed, Banjo. This person clearly doesn't know your financial fucking situation.
No, they do. They do. They've got access to my accounts.
Are you £300 into your overdraft and they're
I'm
like,
out
"Oh."
now. I did 20 hours overtime. To out that. So, aye.
Mate, just wait till fucking Monday morning. You'll be right back into that fucking overdraft
Yeah,
zone.
Well, I'll be getting holidays in Bulgaria, mate.
Wasting your money on £4 cap guns and that.
Mate, that was
You do
worth it.
waste a fucking
That was
hoorie of money,
worth
by
it.
the way.
I can't even.
I
say
don't
that.
like. I
That's
don't
bad,
even
but-
know what I waste it on though. Like, I'll look at my account and be like, nice one, got paid, sound. By Tuesday, I'm like, fuck.
See the killer. See the killer is buying meals out, and I didn't mean like at restaurants and shit like that. I mean like, see if you're like, I'll just get a Tesco's for my lunch of the day.
Aye.
That fucking gets you.
I do
That
that
does
every
sting
day.
you.
See when I worked at fucking Sainsbury's, I would literally just buy like my meal for through the night at work for a while, and you're like, I'm spending like 15 quid a day
Aye.
just for yen meal.
Mhm.
That's what fucking gets you, is going
Aye.
to the shop just to get
Well, I
some
noticed
meat.
that when I started making my lunches and that for work,
Aye,
I noticed that like I was saving a
massive
fortune. Man.
difference.
I never do that. Like,
Fags
You
kill you
should,
as well.
like-
Like, see if you actually
Oh,
look at how much you spend on
fags
fags.
are a fucking killer, man.
It's
my
like
mum
fucking
supplies me
13
with
quid for
baccy.
like 30 grams of baccy now.
Aye.
I'm like, what?
I ignore it. I don't look at the price. Like, I don't, man.
I don't know how
wanna
I'm so skint. I don't look at the price of that.
I
like.
don't know what I know.
Just buy 80
that is
fags.
exactly
No.
what's wrong.
Aye,
No, but you'll be hanging about it at night, man. Like,
I don't know. I really should quit. I said
this
that.
fags cost me £1.30. Fuck that, man.
I said that once I got over a tenner, I was going to stop. But here we are, £3.50 later, and I'm still in it.
But we do that. New year, new me.
Well, fuck, nah, no
Stop
I
sense.
didn't
smoking.
buy that
No.
shit.
Nah, neither do
I think folk that would say, "Oh, I might as well wait till the new year," or "I'm going to quit in the new year," is folk that aren't serious about it. Because if you were serious about it, you just say, "I'm stopping now."
I think
I'm done.
some of it is like you can get your pals to get on board with it and be like, right, new year, well, we start going to the gym or some shit. You know what I mean? And to be fair, a lot of folk they
Shit.
stick with it.
Sorry about that.
There's far more folk that just totally dingy it. But
Have you ever kept a New Year's resolution?
I've never had to, so I've never had to keep you.
Do you have your own Banjo?
Me, no. Well, kind of something. See, I don't know what podcast it was. When you were like, oh, you couldn't do abstinence.
No.
Not had
That was
sex.
like, what, 2 ago?
Not had sex since then.
Discovered this little fucking goes through a little bit. Aye.
I've just got a Snapchat for Kev. He's currently got his granny's cat. And apparently he's just found out that the cat, when it goes into its litter box to have a shit, it then it walks out and washes her paws in the dog's bowl.
Aye. I've seen her do it as well. She comes out and she does this weird thing where she taps the side of the bowl first.
Aye.
I think she's checking to see if
To
there's
make sure
water
there's
in it.
water in it.
And then she like paws at the water and then it's like, oh, that's me. And off she goes.
That's fucking class.
Fucking hell.
That is absolutely class. I love that.
Aye, but no. So abstinence.
Aye, so I've not had sex since that podcast since then. Like, before then,
In fairness, I don't
Pish.
think that's through choice.
well, it is.
I mean, folk are hearing
Are you
these
gonna,
stories.
are you
now.
going to do No Nut November?
Aye, I'll be. Aye.
You can't.
Depends. It depends
can't-
if it.
You can't masturbate or anything though.
Oh, is it?
Too late.
You can't.
Oh, aye. Oh no, fuck that already. No.
Still cleaning it off his hands.
No.
Are you doing Movember, mate?
Nah, I can't grow a tash, man. I've got this.
You
but-
look like a pedo.
I can
Well,
grow
I
a Fu
shaved. I
Manchu.
shaved before I came.
Fu Manchu.
Can that like dangles off the front of your face? I don't know what his actual name is, but it was called a Fu Manchu in Saints Row, so that's what I'm calling it, a Fu Manchu.
What is it? A biker beard? What now?
No, it's like a thin moustache that like comes off the side of your face and then like drops down.
Kind of like an old Chinese.
Yeah,
Master
and it like
guy.
it hangs off your chin,
Yeah.
but it's only like two like thin strands. I can grow one of them, but
Moustache. Don't know what it's
I
called.
think I'm a little moustache. Like we be
For
in
the
the fire.
fire,
I'm meant to be
aye.
clean shaven all the time. Well, I usually am, to be fair.
That'll seal it though, surely. won't
No,
it?
that's the whole point. You've got to be clean shaven so your BA mask can get a proper seal in it. Like even with what I've got the new, that's why I've been booked off because I didn't have time for a shave this morning. So it wouldn't. Well, it probably will seal with what I've got on my face, but
I get fucked up when I
Anything-
shave. Like
anything like if like
It's because you
yours,
put
it
stupid
wouldn't
shit on
seal
your
the BA
face. You
mask
didn't
with my
put.
face. Like
I
So
put
it
wig
would
on my face instead of fucking reference to the first podcast. No, I just it fucks me up for weeks. Like
aye.
itchy neck, man. Fucking.
See what got me again when I had it
Use
like grown out
moisturiser.
really fucking big,
Mm.
and then like I shaved it off. It was like a cold wind that day,
And
and,
you're-
my
Ooh.
face was cold as a motherfucker. I was like, oh,
It's
you
the same when I
bastard.
get like a haircut or that because normally I'm quite lazy. It's usually only guy
You're
get my
quite
haircut
lazy for haircuts.
if like well I'm lazy with everything.
I love getting my hair cut, man.
Like we'll be going away somewhere.
You love your hairdresser.
And it'll
There's a
be-
difference.
As
Oh, are you
sound like.
guy going and get a haircut and that? And I'm like, well, you obviously want me to, so I'll go and get you in. And then you'll be walking back up the street and you're like, fucking Baltic out here,
Aye.
man. I walked in with fucking jeans and a t-shirt on. I'm
Aye.
freezing now.
It was the same. See when I got my haircut for Scuba's wedding, and I got it cut short.
Aye.
That was a fucking shock, mate. That was a fucking
I've got a
shock.
picture of you on my Snapchat with it short. And
It's
I
on my
think
Facebook
I
as well,
keep that
mate.
like, is it?
Because Ken, there's wedding photos from the day.
I've never seen it.
There's plenty of photos with me.
You
with
never
short
posted
hair.
anything on your Facebook, man. I'm not-
I know. I never posted, but I got tagged in them.
I'm like that.
I've been
I just
finally
get
made
tagged.
fucking
Aye.
director
This is
of the Instagram.
This is a public service announcement. If you start getting dick pics or shit, or like weird messages off to something about Haggis on Instagram, go and follow it at something about Haggis. It's Banjo.
Is
He's
there
in
something
charge.
about Haggis?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it? I think the name is Haggis Nation.
Is it Haggis Nation?
I
If
think
you
so.
something about Haggis, I think you should find it. Go and follow it though, because I think we've got like 3 followers and it's kind of shite. I've not
Go
posted
follow
anything.
it because we've not got any photos or
We've got
anything. But
4.
Ken,
It's Haggis Nation at Haggis Nation.
I think it's
Oh,
us.
7.
I think
7
it's
followers.
I think it's us 3 and Bubba. I don't know who else it'll be.
No, Mark.
I don't even think
Mark
I'm following
White's following.
Hey, thanks, Mark.
Castle Douglas Soapbox Day. What? Derby. They follow us.
Hey, Matt and that.
And then the rest is just us. Jordan Gregory, another shout out. He follows us on
Aye,
Instagram.
he's dedicated,
He's a wee
that
boy. Nice wee boy. I can follow her Instagram. Banjo's got to be posting.
It's a
some
shame
shit
that he
on it.
likes Machine Gun Kelly because he's shite. I'm not a fan of Machine Gun Kelly.
I think he kind of died after like
Eminem.
Kill Shot.
Kill shotted him.
That was the text I sent to Kev when I heard that song. It was like time of death, 11/19, 23rd of September, whatever it
I
was.
think you sent me that same yin.
No, that was a good song.
Pierce Sewell.
Is he still make? I assume he still makes music. I don't know.
I think I seen a thing on Jordan's Facebook. He was at a gig of his like a few months ago or something. That could have been anything. I say a couple of months ago. That could have been 2 years ago.
Rage Against the Machine
Ken.
are getting back together next year.
Are they?
Aye, I'm
Go
pretty
for
sure
the
that came
Christmas
up.
#1 again.
I just got a message off Kev there. I got the same cat message, but he's just messaged me this saying, mind the rule, no mental cunts or annoying birds back tonight after the pub.
Aye.
No cunts wrecking this fight. I'm going for a nap before it. got some good munchies and drink.
So we should probably talk about the fights, right?
Yeah, probably.
Just to confirm, Rage Against the Machine are getting back together in 2020 for a tour. Also, System of a Down getting back together. Hype as fuck.
Jock's got to see, I think Jock said he was going to see them.
Mate, System are legit as shit.
System are good.
Love
it's what's his Serge Tankian?
Yeah, Serge Tankin.
Is that his?
Aye.
Right, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I know
Aye.
it's Serge.
It's Serge Tankin.
He's got a very, very distinct voice.
He's a fucking
Like
beast
you
mode.
ken where he is.
We used to like.
You ken who he is. Sorry, as soon as
Aye.
you hear him.
We were talking. Me and Campbell were talking about it work on Friday because he came over and he's like, oh, "Fucking good System back on." Because like it came on in his shuffle, and then he was like, "I just started listening to like put on the artist and fucking shuffled them all."
Aye.
And he's like, it's fucking beast mode, man. It's amazing. And I was like, we used to listen to it when we were at like Young Campbell's bit.
Aye.
On a Friday, Saturday night before we were going out, you just put System on, it gets you right in the fucking mood. Even if you're at work and it's like 9:30 in the morning and you can't be fucked, put System on. That shit gets you
That'll
hyped
get you
up.
going.
I love it, man.
I was going to read out the names there for the card, but there's no way I'll be able to pronounce
Right,
it.
I'll pull up the card. So tonight is UFC
It was starting with the prelims or main card.
244. Right, wait a minute, Banjo. Let me pull this shit up because you're
I've got
going
it here.
to bottle it. So the main event this
There's
evening.
no faith on you. Has
Is-
there?
Oh, what about the prelims?
Right, well, we'll get to early prelims. Early prelims, challenge for Recondry. I've heard of him. He's pretty decent, I think. Never watched him fight. Andrei Arlovsky, like beast mode heavyweight from back in the day. He's on the early prelims. Or the prelims, sorry. Brad Tavares, also decent fighter. Nothing bad to say. Light heavyweight, Corey Anderson, Johnny Walker.
Boom.
Johnny Walker's first fight against a ranked opponent. He's at number 11. He's fighting Corey, who's
Wait,
at
who have you got in that? Because I'm thinking
7.
Walker, maybe.
I think Corey would be the favourite, but I'm not sure.
Ah.
I've not seen much of Corey fight. I've seen Johnny Walker fight. He's pretty legit. I do like him. Light heavyweight needs young talent, and these
Yeah.
two guys can be that talent going forward. Happy with that. Move on to the main card. Kevin Lee, Gregor Gillespie. Kevin Lee's had a bit of a... He got pushed too hard. Get what I mean? And lost to Tony Ferguson with that staph infection, and it was this whole thing. And you're like, he's the next superstar. He had the Darren Till treatment, who's also fighting on this card.
Yeah.
Where they were like, this guy's a superstar. Wins one big fight, he's a superstar. Push him too hard, goes too fast. Shit happens.
I feel
right?
like they're always trying to do that now. Like they're always trying to make like the next Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey or like the next Conor
Conor.
McGregor.
They get
or
these
whatever.
young savage killers. Like when Darren Till beat Cowboy, they were like, this is the new fucking guy.
Aye,
And
whereas you should have been like,
throw them
holy
at the-
fuck, that
Aye.
was unexpected. He done really fucking well.
They threw them at the
He's
Lions.
one to watch.
Aye, they threw them at
In
the
the
Lions
future.
too quick.
Aye.
And then they just get dealt with.
Aye.
Really. Like, because Masvidal dealt with Till
Aye.
in a big
But he
fucking
I don't.
way.
For me, as far as I care, he shouldn't have had that fight anyway. He should
I
have
think
been
he fought
fighting
somebody before he fought Masvidal, did he? Or was that the fight that fucked him? I'll just tell you.
No, it was the one. Was it Masvidal?
He beat
I'm-
Cerrone,
I'm
then
a-
he beat...
My cousin Ben was like, Till's got this. Till's got this. Watch Till. Till's got to starch this fool. And then you text him and we're like, you need to shut the fuck up.
He
'Cause
beat
your,
Cerrone, and then
your
he
boy just got knocked the fuck out.
He beat Wonder Boy.
That was one.
He beat Wonder Boy, then he fought Woodley and got...
Wonder Boy bet
dealt with.
Masvidal too, didn't he?
Aye. And then
It's Wonder Boy.
he got starched by Masvidal.
Yeah.
And that was kind of sad.
Poor Askren, by the way, just when you were
Lost
saying
to
about
Damian
Masvidal.
Maia.
He lost
I
again.
I fucking hate him, man.
Damian Maya.
Done well.
He's like seen as the grappler though, isn't he? Right in that division.
He's the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy.
Yeah.
He's the...
It was pretty much who can win jiu-jitsu or wrestling.
Yeah.
And apparently it's jiu-jitsu.
Maya's good, man. He's old,
Yeah.
but he's good. He knows what he's doing.
He's
He's
a
never
beast.
going to get a title shot again, I don't think.
Yeah.
Or he's never
I
going to be at the
don't-
top end of the division. He's
That's a good fight for him because that was they both want to go to the
Yeah.
ground.
technical fight. It was a technical
Yeah.
fight.
Whereas
It's hard
the other
to sell
folk,
at the masses a fight like that.
Yeah. It's more striking that folk like that's why I like watching like Masvidal or like Diaz.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, the night we've
Whoever.
got Derek Lewis, heavyweight against Ivanov. Never seen Ivanov fight. Don't know what he's
is
all about.
Ivanov not the guy that he fought the last time?
No.
Don't know, mate.
Mind
Hopefully
he,
not.
like he was
Derek
leathering
Lewis
him for
won.
2 rounds and then Derek Lewis just landed 2
No, that
punches.
was Volkanovski, wasn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I'll just tell
I thought it was like a rematch because they were like, to be fair, you
hope Derek Lewis
almost
has got
lost
this.
that fight a few times, mate.
Oh, no, it was Volkov. Not Volkanovski. Volkanovski's a fucking featherweight. Volkov,
Aye.
the heavyweight. Aye. No, that was... He won round 3, 4 minutes, 49 seconds.
Aye.
11 seconds to go. He was getting starched for 3 rounds, like literally 4 rounds, up until
Aye.
9 seconds before the knockout. Went for a
Yeah.
fucking head kick like a clown with 11 seconds to go when he had nothing. He didn't need to do anything and he won the
Yeah.
fight and got starched. And then he fought Daniel Cormier and lost. And then fought GDS and he lost. And now he's fighting Ivanov. So there you
Derek
go.
Lewis, man, he's class.
But we've got Wonder Boy fighting Vincente Luque. Don't know who the fuck he is. Like Wonder Boy though. Nice fighter. He's a striker. Probably one of the best strikers in
Oh yeah, for
the division. He's beast mode.
For sure.
Then we've got Britain's own or England's own Darren Till against Kelvin Gastelum. That is
I think
that's a fight.
I think
Yeah.
Gastelum's got this though.
That's a fight.
Is this, not
Gastelum's look good.
is this not Till's first fight since moving up?
Yeah, he's moved up to middleweight now. It's his
Yeah.
first fight.
Wanna try
Gastelum,
your wine, how?
if you want. Gastelum just came off probably fight of the year against Adesanya for the belt or the interim belt. Beast mode fight, lot of heart, like him a lot. Had problems before when he was trying to be at 70, 85. Looks great, love him. So that's a good fight. I'm looking forward to that one. And then obviously, baddest motherfucker main event.
Baddest motherfucker in the game belt.
I don't like.
Have you seen
Fifth-
the belt? Have you
fifth-
seen the belt?
50 grand. I don't like it because
I
it's
like
got that
it.
octagon thing.
Aye.
I like
I
it.
just like it's BMF on the
It's
middle. I'm
black.
like, that's class.
BMF. I like it. I think it looks legit.
I just
as
didn't
fuck.
like the octagon shape. I don't know why.
All the new belts don't look
I
great.
don't like how it's
Yeah.
But
silver.
I think that's the best of a bad bunch.
You don't like what?
How it's silver.
It's
Black and silver.
Not, yeah,
It's
black
silver.
and
What would you call it? Accents.
It would have been nice if it was black and gold though.
I think black and gold looks tacky.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer black and silver. The
Black and
colours
gold's
go
more
together much
gangster,
better.
like.
Eh?
Black and gold's more gangster.
You'd
Ah,
have to-
you could say that.
You'd have to ask them.
You could argue that.
Because let's be fair, none of us are gangsters or anything close.
Speak for yourself.
I've listened
mate.
to Snoop Dogg sometimes, so I'm a
Apparently-
gangster.
The Rock.
The
He was
Rock's
at the
put-
press
Did you see
conference. He's
him?
putting the belt on.
He's putting the belt on.
Did you see him at the thingy?
Aye. He was.
Class.
I couldn't
Mate,
watch it.
he was twice the size of
Both of them.
Diaz or
Aye.
Masvidal. Fucking huge. Like, I was watching it's UFC Embedded that like follows the fighters through the
That,
fight
he
week.
will be.
Was that on by the way with the Diaz fight?
What do
The
you mean?
embedded.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I could not find it at all.
It's on YouTube. But The Rock is like backstage before the ceremonial weigh-in, and Joe Rogan's there because he does all the announcing and shit.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan goes up and like gives Brock Lesnar the like fucking bump and the chest bump and all that shit. And the size difference between Rogan and The Rock was fucking crazy. It was like me and you. Like Rogan was literally up to like his nipples, and like just looked like a child compared to The Rock. I was like, oh,
He's
man.
a fucking monster.
What's
man.
Rogan 5'8"?
I would love to
Same
see
height
him
as me.
stood next to Francis Ngannou because you're always like, that's the big guy.
He's got a fight coming up too.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You
in
said this the
it's
last
in
time.
January.
Ah.
I don't know if he has.
December is it now?
I'll just tell you boys.
December 12th. 11th?
Ngannou.
Don't know.
Yeah, I do.
I thought it was January.
Doo-doo-doo.
Hey, let me try your wine.
Oh, fire in, mate.
What kind is it? Where is it for?
Red
Red. Fay France.
Tesco.
Bordeaux, mate.
Bordeaux.
Merlot.
Shit.
It's good. No, it's going to be a good fight tonight.
Do I
Who have you
swallow it or
got?
Spit it.
Didn't he spit it?
Oh, then Ken.
Spit it back in. Is that not what you do?
No.
I think it could end up going Diaz decision.
I hope it's Diaz submission. That is rough.
I
Good
think
on.
it could end up being decision Diaz.
Who have you got?
Just because
Diaz
neither of them,
submission.
I don't feel like either of them get tired. Definitely not Diaz.
Diaz doesn't get
But I
tired.
don't feel like either of them get tired enough to let the other one like knock them out or submit them. Like Masvidal
Masvidal would
doesn't
have
want
to-
to get to the ground.
He would have
well,
to. Masvidal is decent on the ground. Ish. He's a key grappler. But
but he's not Nate Diaz.
you would have to have. If Masvidal knocks out Diaz, like, we're going Sizzler.
He's
Like,
a lot.
nobody knocks out Diaz.
He's a lot bigger than him too. But see, saying that,
Who have you got, Banjo, before you fight on?
Nate's got them weird jelly arms though.
He
Like
does.
they're just hitting you for like
aye,
angles.
his
Masvidal's got a
punches
nice
look
jab,
so
like, what?
weak. His
Aye,
punches
but
look
they're
so
not.
weak.
He's a
but they're
volume fighter,
not,
though, isn't he?
Aye.
He's pouring it on.
That what was
Who
it?
have you got?
I've got on the betting card tonight. I'm putting £20 on Masvidal to win.
Right.
No, sorry, I don't. Diaz to win, and then I've got £20 on Diaz to win by submission.
Have you picked around?
No, not around. But nah, I don't think.
I'm humming in hand.
Masvidal knockout. 7
But Diaz is coming in half a pound bigger than.
No, I think he's more like a pound bigger. I think
Is it?
Masvidal came in at one. I think it was
165,
169.4, and I think Diaz was in at like 170.6.
See, but Masvidal looks so much bigger than Diaz.
Diaz never looks like a bodybuilder.
Nah,
Get what I'm saying?
he's always
and
got
that's the
that skinny,
difference.
'Cause he's
fat
vegan,
body.
Aye.
No, even before he was vegan and that, he was skinny fat.
Like
He
Masvidal
looks a lot better
shredded.
now. Aye.
Diaz
Aye.
has never got to look shredded.
No.
It's
That's
just his
weird,
body
that
type.
though.
I feel. See, when we put this up, we should probably timestamp to be like, if you didn't want to listen to the MMA,
Aye,
chat,
well, I'll do that.
skip to like
Aye.
56 minutes
Aye.
40 or whatever.
Oh, because
Well-
it would already be done by, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, if you
If you didn't give a
if
fuck
there's
about,
like
aye,
folk that are like, why would I give a fuck what you think about the UFC? I'm
Aye.
here to listen to Banjo's shite stories.
a filthy casuals guide to the UFC.
Aye,
This is what we've got here.
exactly. We're sitting here. This guy looks fucking great, and there's actual fans are being like, "Are you high?"
Why do we not
looks
do
awful.
a thing where it's like, what's a card like at the start of the book, like
A
fucking
timestamp.
aye, well, a timestamp be like
Okay.
Banjo story, 56 minutes.
It's a lot of hassle doing
Yeah,
that.
oh, is
For
it?
like UFC, it's fine because there's folk that didn't like UFC,
Aye.
so I'm fine cutting that out.
But there's a lot of folk that didn't like my stories apparently.
Well, fuck them. Didn't listen to the podcast then?
No.
Because that's 90% of it.
Aye, just we'll put in like a wee
Aye.
pause and be like, if you didn't want to listen about UFC stuff, skip to however many minutes.
I don't know.
Who's your bet?
You've
I don't
got
know,
Diaz points.
I didn't can.
I've got
I'm
Masvidal.
probably going to put on Masvidal to knock him
I've got Masvidal via violence. That's what I've got.
out. Via violence.
I don't know.
Masvidal is
It
a bad
depends.
motherfucker though.
It depends big. I think the first round will tell a lot. Because if Diaz comes out and starts trying to close the distance and put the pressure on, he looks really
Or-
good.
Yeah.
He looks like see when Diaz gets going and like he starts slapping them and pointing and fucking
And there
getting
will,
in the
there
head
will be some of that. Like,
and he starts getting like all fucking
Sorry
he
to interrupt
starts
here.
feeling himself. That's when I like Diaz.
did
Mate-
somebody not do someone with Colby? Was somebody not shouting about Colby or something, being like, "Owen, you come to the fight"? I've got a feel. I could be wrong here, but I think Masvidal was like, "Come to the fight, so I can leather Diaz then punch fuck out of you." No,
Did you see
Something like that.
Kobe's fucking press conference?
Colby's a dick.
He's fighting Usman, isn't he?
Like he walked up, man. Every cunt was going
He's
mental.
cutting
He's-
about in that MAGA hat.
To be fair, I don't think he believes any of the shit that he's putting on. It's because it's getting folk to watch him.
That's
It's
it.
like for the same reason I watched John Jones. I'm not really a big fan of John Jones. Didn't get me wrong. Skills wise, he's a
Savage.
beast.
Aye.
Like that's probably the men's goat at any weight division.
oh, aye,
Or
for
he's
sure.
definitely up there as a
If
contender.
you look at his body of work, yeah, for
Aye.
sure. And what he's done.
Like he's only ever lost one round, and that was his last fight.
My mum's
Yeah.
just texted me there.
Same what?
Where the fuck's my protein powder? I'm just heading to the gym.
Sean, never steal a packet of my cigarettes again. That's so disrespectful. I've bought my fucking aim. like she's.
I can't even believe you would steal a pack of your mother's
She's
pack.
got
I know
the
what an
foreign.
absolute
Ignorant.
monster.
I
you
thought
are.
about it. I looked at them. I was like, nah, I can't.
What'd you smoke?
Kings for abroad. But I bought myself. I got
Smokes
cheap
no
for Spurs.
cigarettes. We mean not just running about smoking
Oh,
fucking
right.
kings and abroad.
What?
I got.
Like sucking dick while she's on holiday. It didn't land very
The
well.
kings
No,
and
I
that.
didn't. I was trying to think of a dick joke. Didn't get one.
Aye. I should have just not put that in because it was shite power.
Anyway,
That's the thing. I think you should be allowed to report folk on Facebook for shite power.
we were talking about this the other day.
Mm-hmm. I do.
I think we'd get reported a lot.
I got reported the
Aye,
other
maybe.
day, last week.
So you should.
Like,
You sent me a message about that,
aye,
or a
fucking-
Facebook post or some
What did
shit.
you get reported for?
Being a cunt.
I put a picture up when I was when we finished podcasting there, in my new attire,
Was that the one with like the grey?
Aye.
the white
top.
jumper.
And I made the joke that
and
was
he's
like,
paid on
No,
skinny
no,
jeans.
no, that, and it was the
skinny
white
jeans.
jumper. I had the white jumper on
no, didn't he say
in
that?
front of the mic, and I took a picture, and got reported.
For what?
Fuck knows. It was what was it?
It was probably any of your mental ex. He's been
It
like,
was
he's a
some-
cunt, so I'm just going
Some
to report
shitty
it.
behaviour or something. Fuck knows what it was, man. But I got took down.
Well,
Instagram took it down for Instagram.
I
think
think
it was-
Facebook and Instagram are the same now, are they not?
Yeah.
They're owned by the same company.
Facebook owns Instagram.
I did.
Instagram's Instagram kicks the shit out of Facebook.
Aye, I prefer Instagram.
Mm.
Just because I can follow like Nature is Metal. If nobody follows that, follow that page.
Aye, get nature
If-
is metal
if
followed.
you're
One
not,
word.
If you're squeamish or like you're like, oh look at the wee baby fucking kangaroo. Then you look at it.
Aye.
It shows you like
If you like
Nature.
Bambi, don't follow this page.
if you're more a fan of the Hunter, have a look.
Aye, it's beast mode. I love it.
It's not hunting and shit, but it's like
Animals killing the fuck out of each other in the wild.
yeah.
It's class.
They post like mental stuff as well. Like their whole, I think they've got like a T-shirt out there now with like the ram and its horn came like right the way up and out, and then fucking thingied through its eye
Aye.
because it just, like the horn kept growing and it never rubbed off on it. And
Aye.
they had you know
It's
about
mental.
boars with tusks as well. Like the tusks just keep growing, and if they didn't like break them off or like keep them sharp, like worn down, it just keeps growing and then curves round and just embeds itself in their skull. So they've got like a fucking.
It's mad. Nature is
um,
metal. One word. Instagram.
Aye,
Beast mode. All of it.
It's for most of the stuff's from Kruger National Safari Park in South Africa, I think.
Don't know.
Nice.
Because I can follow them on Facebook, and they sometimes go live on Facebook, and I shouldn't look at it because I usually look at it at work. Like if I'm sitting taking a shit or something, I'll look through Facebook and I'm like, oh, they're live. And I'm sitting there like 15 minutes later, like watching this safari, being like, oh, there's a leopard in that. And we're in them bushes.
I never watch anything that's live on Facebook and that, man. I cannot do it. I can't sit through there because mostly it's just sitting through fucking waiting for folk to actually view it. It's just a load of shit.
Nah, I like watching the safari thing.
Yeah, I can do shit.
Like if
I
I could,
prefer the highlights.
if I could, I would ping it onto my telly and I would just sit there and watch it. Because like I'm sitting there like, if this bitch gets jacked by a fucking pride of lions, this guy be hype as fuck.
I'll tell you what was
live
the
on
one,
Facebook. This lassie just fed fucking Simba. You know what I mean? I think
the-
that'd be class.
Oh fuck! What was it? It was a YouTube video a few years ago that went viral. It was
Oh, the sneezing panda.
no. It's like this pack of buffaloes, and then the lions attack like a baby buffalo, and it's near the water, and then a
Oh, and
crocodile.
then the croc comes up and they're
crocodile.
fighting over
and
it.
it's like this massive fight. What the
Yeah.
fuck was that? I'm gonna have to Google it. That was a legit fucking safari video. That's what I
Aye.
don't tune in to see the 6.5 hours before that. I want the 10 minutes
I
of
want
that
the
happening.
highlight.
Did you watch JRE? That guy fucking Wethway. So Wethway champ.
I see. What was telling me about that?
Man, fucking, I watched a couple of Wethway fights. It's fucked.
It's like
up, mate.
headbutts and shit. See, what was saying.
There's like fucking no rules or anything in it.
No rules, just didn't kick each
But
other.
what was it
can't-
he said?
You can't
you-
kick
if you
each
get-
other on the ground.
If you get knocked out,
You get a
you-
revive.
you get 2 minutes to get back up and keep fighting.
Aye.
Fuck that.
They
Man.
bite their ears in that
Aye.
to
Mike
fucking wake
Tyson,
them up.
Shout out.
They fucking get. If you're knocked out cold, you get dragged to your corner.
And they try
Woke
smelling
up.
salts up the nose.
Aye.
Right, wake up, dickhead.
Aye, and then thrown back out.
It's in like what
That's
was he
mad.
saying? Burma?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
They're
Myanmar.
mental, man.
That's
like
asking
like
for
that
brain
fucking.
damage, like.
There's like that African wrestling in that as well. Like that shit's
I've not
fuck-
seen
is
that,
it
like.
Samba wrestling?
Sambo's not. I don't know if it's African
I think
or
it's
not.
an African in that I've seen. And like it's not wrestling.
It's just
They're-
killing each other.
It's literally like, just fight to the death
Aye.
if you want.
It's mad.
You can
like.
tap out, but
Talking about fighting,
it's a fight to the death. Like eyes hanging out and that, and they're like, I'm good to go. It's
Tyson-
like watching bum fights, but not quite as brutal.
mate. Tyson Fury
Oh,
WWE debut
Fucking
this
hell.
week. I didn't see it.
It's been.
I know.
think he-
It's seen
I
he
think
won.
leathered
He
Braun
won.
Strowman or something.
Of course he would, though.
I
Of
didn't
course he
see
would
it,
win.
but apparently
He's
it
not
was
got to
pretty
do his
legit.
debut and lose.
I think Brock Lesnar smashed Cain Velasquez as well.
I didn't see it. The boys at work were talking about it when I went in the
Oh.
I've
morning.
not seen it.
They were like, "Aye, so
I wasn't
Tyson won."
interested in it. I'm just put out a fucking principle. I'm like, nah.
And-
Crown Jewel can fuck off.
Cheesy was telling me about because I asked about Tyson's entrance because I was WWE's quite big on the entrances and I was
Yeah.
like, "What was it like?" He's like, "I'm not joking, mate. It was in a stadium. His music went off. It was like fireworks going off, like ruining the roof of the stadium and like fire and all this shit." And I was like, "Holy fuck!"
I would watch that if it wasn't in Saudi Arabia. But I had this argument like 2 weeks ago or something where I was like, nah, they can fuck off because they're selling it. You can't stand for your thing and then betray it. Although, after I said that, apparently Saudi Arabia, I think it's either the one that just passed or the next one they do is getting their first women's match. But I don't know how much of a match it'll be.
No, I'll be a shite match.
I don't know if they'll end up making it like a mixed tag match or something.
Imagine if they get in there and they all just get fucking booed.
They probably will.
Yeah.
They
Stoned
legit, they
eye,
probably will.
Aye.
Yeah, that's
It's a super sexist part of the world.
Aye.
fuck them. Man.
Super undeveloped
Yeah.
in terms of their modern day
Well,
thinking.
my boss for the fire was there. He was saying, because he was saying about, I think he paid like £10 for a pint of Stella or something while he was there.
A lot of bits I don't think you can even drink.
Yeah, well, he said, because I said to him, I was like, how the fuck are you finna drinking
It's certain areas, I think.
Saudi Arabia? He's like, you're alright with hotels and that, but
Aye.
like, you're hard pushed to kind of fin like a pub. Like,
Aye.
most of the restaurants they went to, like, they'd say before, like, do you serve alcohol as well?
Yeah.
Nah, sound, see you later, Tanner.
It's the same way.
Keith's not about that when he's on holiday, like
Yeah.
Keith's
Who
getting
is?
tanked.
No, but it's
I
just-
didn't really drink that much on holiday,
see,
man.
they're talking about the
That's
same thing
too
for the
much.
Qatar World Cup, the
Mhm.
Football World Cup. It's 2022. It'll be 2022 in Qatar, and folk are like, what's the deal with the drinking and that? But the interesting thing was in Brazil for the
World Cup.
was it Brazil World Cup? I can't even fucking mind.
Or was it the Olympics?
No, it was Brazil. Whenever Brazil had it, at some point, I'm pretty sure it was Brazil. They had this thing where you couldn't drink beer in the stadium because they had problems with riots and like people dying and shit, like legit as fuck problems where people like broke into riots, fighting, people got killed and shit like that. So they banned drinking in the stadium, but because Budweiser sponsors the World Cup, I'm pretty sure it's the World Cup. They obviously wanted folk to be able to drink in the stadium, so they had laws changed so that people could drink in the stadiums at the World Cup. And you're like, mate,
As
you're
long as it was
literally
Bud or something.
yeah, you're literally condoning folk getting killed
Aye.
just so that you can sell your
For a
fucking
profit.
drink. And
Aye,
I'm like,
man.
mate, you can't be doing that.
It's fucked
It's
up.
fucking ignorant. Like,
Fuck that. I don't know. Like,
what do you mean fuck that? Oh, folk dying, but I want to
no,
be in the
but
stadium.
they're adults, man. They shouldn't be behaving like that anyway. Let them.
Aye,
drink.
but it's football
Yeah.
fans, innit? Like, you have to
Aye.
make concessions for the less,
Have
the
you
least in
seen
society.
the American football hooligan?
No.
He's this guy from Miami, and he's a fucking rocket. I can't even remember his name now.
I don't know. I've seen some fucking rocket
He's literally like he's calling
actual
it
football
no,
hooligans.
like he's calling it like Millwall, and he's standing. Me and you, brother. I'll bring 10 of my guys. You bring 10 of yours, and we fight. I'll come over to London. I'll come to your turf, brother. We're gonna see who's best. Millwall, and then he says like the guy's name or whatever. Me and you, 1-on-1. I'm gonna show you. And he's like, this is like a 5-minute video, and you're like, mate, you're gotta get killed.
You didn't get in.
Like he thinks it's just gotta be a straight up. There's gotta be like a referee there,
Aye.
and they'll have like a nice wee match. This cunt's not just going to bring a bottle out, smash him over the face with it, and just rub it Bruni's fucking eyebrows. Like, nah, he's a fuck. It's fucking hilarious.
That's the thing when you get into like football hooliganism and shit like that, where you're like, there's folk that do it for like a laugh and shit. Like, see at work, there's Rangers fans and Celtic fans, and you
Aye.
bam each other up to have a laugh and stuff like that.
Aye,
But there's folk that take it too far. And in Brazil, I think especially in that case, it's like a really big divide between like 2 or 3 big teams. And when your team loses, it's the end of the fucking world. Like, they like lose their shit in a major fucking way, and folk were dying, but Bud were like, we want to make money though, so can change the law. I don't know if that'll happen in Qatar or not, but it's whatever. I don't think Qatar's that any FIBA, really.
oh, I can't find his fucking name.
I didn't care, mate, honestly.
It's hilarious, man. Have a look at it. Oh, Derek Diablo Alvarez. He founded the Miami Casuals and plans to establish a joint US-UK unit to get revenge against the Russians for what happened to Marseille. What happened in Marseille?
What happened in Marseille?
No fucking idea. Not got a fucking clue. He's a fucking rocket though. But he'll sit there and be like, oh, I'm all about this team and that. He's got like 10 different teams on his rack. Like he just gets up, gets out of bed, and just starts drinking beer. And I'm like, mate,
Living the dream.
aye. Like you can't. Can you do that in America? Like unless he's mentally ill, I don't think you can do that in America.
Well, get
like,
up and drink.
no, like they
Of course he
didn't.
can.
No, he doesn't have a job or anything.
Anybody want the rest of that's fucking
Like-
turning rank.
Like his entire week just consists of get out of bed at like midday.
Do you get
and
the
start
dole in
drinking.
America, right?
No, I think it's like you can get welfare.
Aye. Well,
I think that
it's
depends
like
on
not
you,
called the dole in.
No, but like
officially.
I think I don't know how it works, obviously, but I'm pretty sure it's just like you can only get it for like so long,
I don't know.
or like it's capped at a certain amount,
Aye.
or something like that. Or you get like food stamps, and it's like, no, you're not using that for anything but food. If you buy
Aye.
anything else with that, you didn't get them again. Because it used to be a thing during, was it World War II?
You had food stamps in the UK in World War II, for sure.
Yeah, it's 'cause it used to be like big business to sell your food stamps. Like if you gave them like 50 quid's worth of food stamps, they'll give you 30 quid to do whatever you want with. But then they'll get 50 quid's worth of food and sell it
Aye.
for 45.
Aye.
So they've made like $15 off that one person.
on the trade.
Aye.
What do you think about
It
Banjo?
was something like they were. I don't know if they were the numbers, but
Each
it
to
was
their own,
something
man.
like that.
It wouldn't have been 50 quid. I wouldn't have thought back then, but
No, but you get like
Aye.
in today's money, I guess. I don't know.
You've got to do what you got to do. Fuck it, man.
what have you been up to anyway? I feel like that's a question we've not asked this podcast.
Eh,
An hour in, and we've not asked
And we've
you
not
what
even
you've been
asked
doing.
what you've been doing.
what have I been doing? When was the last time I spoke to you?
It
The
was
last week.
Shit, what was it? What was the last story we heard?
When he got bottled by him and the boy are sound now.
No, that was ages ago.
You sure?
No, that was the last Jan.
No, I'm
Sure.
talking that story was ages ago when it
Right.
happened.
Apology. So last
Oh, right, I thought you meant like when was the last time we spoke to you?
last week.
It was the Carlisle story was the last one.
Aye,
That
just
was the most recent thing that happened to you.
Aye,
Mm.
and then he had the apology
Aye.
after
Eh,
that.
I don't know actually. I've just
You've not
been.
been up to much. You've not been shagging apparently.
Just been dodging
No.
away in that, mate. Okay?
No, I don't think I've been doing much like.
Has your mum ever found like a stash of porn in your room, by the way?
No, not porn, weed, fucking.
She doesn't care how to work the
Yeah.
computer.
Did you ever have porn mags when you were younger than that?
No.
No.
That'd be before Banjo's time.
Did you ever have that?
Mm.
DVDs,
Nuts
mate.
magazines. Nuts isn't really porn, though,
Nah,
is it?
it's not really.
It's not the same.
Nah, I never had that. Like,
Nah.
porn's always been
I did.
porn.
I used to have. What was it? I'd like 3 or 4.
Eh?
So I did.
Because what was there? There was like Hustler and shit like
But-
that.
To be fair, I didn't have internet in my house
That's different, isn't it?
because my
Ah.
granny and granddad just didn't need it. What do you need that for?
Porn.
2 months after I moved out, they had Sky, the internet, the fucking full shebang, and I'm like, where's this been for the past 10 years of me living here? So I used to have the magazines.
See that's.
I don't think
risky,
a magazines is good though, is it?
No, it's fucking shite. It's the same thing.
You'd be better with memory
Even
than
if,
a magazine.
even if you can use your imagination.
Though. I've
a bit.
used newspapers and that before, like fucking.
Banjo sitting there with a fucking £10 note.
I've used things that are fucking kind of like advertisement books and shit.
No.
It was like
Like Women's Weekly.
What are
and
you talking like?
Shit
What do you
like
call it?
that.
Victoria's Secret magazine.
TV guide.
TV guide if they're in their bikini sorted. No,
Doctor Who's in our special.
Love Island's back on. Yes.
exactly, shit like that. So, you're freaking me out with the fucking monkey feet, man. Deke's sitting here with fucking no socks or shoes on.
What are you looking at his feet for? You
Well,
fucking
I
weirdo.
keep feeling them, feeling me fucking touch them with my feet. And you
Put my big toe in your mouth in a minute.
weird feet, like
I've got adult
you
feet.
didn't.
You need to remember that
You've
you're-
got size 3s,
You're
Banjo.
5 foot. Fuck
I'm
off.
size
Aye.
9, you dick.
Are you fuck?
They're fucking size 9.
What, child's 9?
I remember when I remember when I was 14.
Size 9, so I'll prove it. What are you like? Fucking
12.
Gorilla size, gorilla fucking suit.
I'm pretty sure my fit's like the size of your calf near enough. Look at that.
Oh, not be far away.
You babies.
Fuck you.
What's it like
You
being
silly.
small, Banjo?
Get-
See when you see
More
when,
oxygen in that.
mate. See when you're outside and it's raining. Does it feel like you're in a Michael Bay movie?
I don't get that
Didn't get that.
reference.
Doesn't even get the reference.
Don't get the
Class.
reference.
Shite part.
How's the weather up there though?
That is shite power.
Oh fuck you.
My granny fund my pornions. No,
Yeah,
by the way. No, well, I used to like have
What
it.
was it under the mattress? The classic.
No, it was sitting like in one of my drawers. I used to keep it like under other shit. So I'm like, you should no reason to get in there. But then any time I went away with the cadets for the weekend, she'd make a point of having a rummage through my room because I was a nosy bastard and wanted to know what was going on in
That's
it.
fucking ignorant.
Did
I
she
mean-
confront you about it?
No, see, this is the thing,
See,
right?
Deke caught her because the magazines were in a different
Uh,
fucking.
no,
They,
no,
they
no.
moved
Oh, no.
0.5 of a
Understand.
mil
Oh, no.
away
Aye.
from the fucking.
No, right. The first time she fund them, right? She went in. I think I had like dishes in my room or some shit, and I was like, "Oh, I'll get them dishes like when I get back and that." And then I ended up just like not coming back for the weekend. So she went in and got them and like tidied my room for me. And I got back and I'm like, "Oh, got a wee night to myself and that." And I opened the drawer and they were sitting on top of the stack.
Oh shit.
And I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, she's fun them."
She's moving it for
Right.
you so it's easier.
Right. Well, so she fun it, and then it was like, I don't know, 6 months later or something. Same thing happened, right? And I never said anything to her about it. The next time I went away with the cadets and I got back the Sunday night, and I swear she'd taken them out the drawer and left them on my bed.
Oh no.
Like
With the tissues next to it.
No, sitting on the pillow, half it tucked under the duvet. Like,
That's
so that I
class.
looked in and it was just like, say the lassie in the front, her head lying on the pillow and the rest of her tucked in the inside of the duvet in the bed.
That is fucking class.
I don't know. That's kind of fucked up. That.
Oh, you didn't get in Nan, did you?
No.
Oh, Nan was
She
amazing,
didn't
man.
give a fuck,
Nan
man.
was brilliant.
She didn't give a fuck.
Like, was she inviting you to have a wank after
Oh
the
no,
long
she was just
fucking-
like just making the point. I ken they're there, just in
Oh,
case you didn't
right.
notice the last time. I fun them.
or was she tucking the ass into bed? But like, oh, at least it's like somebody next to him.
Nan's
man.
class.
Oh
like,
man,
she's
she didn't give a
fucking
fuck,
brilliant.
man. It used to
Yeah.
be fucking brutal, man. Every Saturday night, any Saturday night, I'd say maybe 3 out of 5. If I wasn't steaming and passed out, there was like I get 5 or 6 times that I left my bed in the middle of the night at like 1 a.m. and went to Kev's bit and just crashed on the couch. That's why I still just walk into Kev's bit and do whatever the fuck I want. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I should check and see if anybody's here. Because I used to just wander into Kev's bit at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Because then pair would get back for the pub, her and my grandfather, and you'd hear them both get into her room and I'm like, nah, I'm out. Because they had separate rooms.
Right.
And you knew if they were in the same room, you're like, "Right, I'm out. Because I'm going to
I'm
hear
done.
this. And you would hear it. Like,
Oh,
you
Aye,
could
wasn't
hear
it a big house like?
Aye, you could like,
Not a big house.
and like her room was like next to mine, but
Aye.
her bed was like the far away wall
Right.
for mine kind of thing. But
That is
you could
fucked,
hear like the dunting and that, and like the grunts and whatever. And there was one night, there's me and Emma were sitting and we were watching a film or whatever, and it was kind of getting like late on. Watching a film, and she heard it and didn't think I'd heard it, and I'm like, I ken that they're doing that, but I'm really hoping she's not noticed.
No.
And then they kept going, film ends, and she's like, you can hear that, cunt, and I'm like, aye, but I was really hoping that you could. She's like, what is it?
She
and
was
I
like, film in.
no, she was like, what's that banging? And I'm like,
Oh, right.
that's my granny and grandfather getting at it. Because they've both had a drink. So
Oh, man, that's
man.
fucking rough,
Fucking
man.
unreal. She didn't give a fuck, though. Like, she was quality.
Man was class, like.
See if I ever brought a lassie home, like, if I fucked off early in the morning, like, say I was working on the Sunday morning, if I brought a lassie home on the Saturday night, because she's, like, obviously she's staying at my
She would
bit,
kick her out for you.
and I'm like, fuck, I need to go, and she's, like, out for the count. I'd just fuck off to work, and then she'd come, like, down the stairs. I'd be like, I need to get to work, like, Ken, catch
Deal
you
with
later.
that through there.
Catch you later or whatever, you can crash here for another hour, whatever. They'd, like, gone down the stairs or whatever, and they'd be, oh, have you got, like, Derek's number in that? And she'd just be like, oh, no, I've not got it, sorry. I just
Aye.
phone his she would
What
never,
a fucking
she would
legend.
never give my number
She
to
was
anybody.
honest-
Like,
Fucking
Honestly,
amazing,
never.
so she was.
didn't give a fuck.
No way,
only
man.
She would have something ripped the fuck out of you as well. That's the
she'd
best
have-
at
she'd have
Banjo.
ruined you.
She's
Is
Well,
she still here?
No, she's
No,
not.
no,
Oh,
mate.
man.
I remember
She would have shredded you to pieces, man.
What
I
were
loved
we out
it.
for?
She had
She
man,
like, she sounds class, like.
Nan and Colin. We would go into Deeks bit, right, on a Saturday night, and like we were all like 15, 16, 17, thinking we were hot shit and like chatting shit and making jokes and that.
Aye.
Colin and Nan would come back in for the Legion at like whatever 12:30 it would be,
Aye.
some shit like that. They would sit there and rip the living fuck out of every single one of us, and we couldn't even say anything back.
Aye.
It wasn't like, oh, we didn't want to say anything because they're Al and that, whatever. You just didn't have
You
a
couldn't,
response.
Aye.
Like anything you said,
She
got
was-
you,
she was getting
got you,
rooney for it.
motherfucker, got you. You
Aye.
had nothing to say.
Nam was the worst
Brilliant.
gym for it, whereas Colin just wanted to come in and lie on the couch. So like,
Chill.
say there's 4 of us sitting on the 3-seater couch. It wasn't just like, you know, 2 folk got off. Everybody got off, and then he just spread himself across the
Aye.
couch, opened the buttons on his shirt, and just
Aye.
sit there. That fuck it, whatever we're watching on the telly, that can fuck off. Stick like a western on or something, man.
Yes.
They didn't give
It
a
was
fuck.
fucking great, man.
Man, I love that.
I mind
like.
who the fuck was I out with? George for night shift that I used to work with in Tesco's. I think it was his birthday or something. We went out and we were like at Sam's. I was like, oh, before we got to the market, I'm going to just shoot in at Legion. See if Nan and Colin are there for 2 minutes. I'll not be long. Fire up if you want. Went in, talking away to like Colin and Pop. Nan wasn't there. Got a drink and whatever. And then after 5 minutes, Nan appeared with a 12-inch black dildo, just being like, look what I fun.
What the fuck?
Because it was like a bogey prize at something. I'd done it at Three Rovers or something.
Aye.
Oh,
But it was
fuck.
meant to stay there. And so somebody had stole it, taken it to Monty's, and was like, "Hey, look what I stole for thieving that." So she stole it off them and brought it into the pub and that. And she's just like, and I was like, "Aye, so George, this is my granny and that." That was the first time he'd ever met her.
Aye.
Oh, she
man.
didn't give a
She's
fuck.
class,
swinging a
like-
fucking big dildo about.
Aye. And he's
Man, that's
because
brilliant.
George was bantering away with her, and he's like, oh, "What are you doing with that?" She's like, "Got fuck all on Colin, has it?" And then gave him like a wee nudge in that. Oh, it was brutal, man.
That's brilliant. What age is she like?
She'd be in her 60s, like.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh man, she sounds class. Like.
She didn't give a fuck, man. She was
She's
funny
great.
as fuck.
It was the best thing about going up to the Legion.
Aye.
It's just having Nan and Colin there, and you're like, it's got to be good. Because Bort used to think he could like sit and bam up Colin, and
Aye.
it just never happened for him. Like
Yeah.
there was no chance.
Is Colin the I seen it?
Aye.
Oh,
Aye, that's
right.
my papa. Aye.
Oh, nice.
Because I stayed with them. I moved in with them when I was, 14?
Aye, something like that.
Aye.
Class, man.
She didn't give a fuck. It was
Good
quality.
times.
Like, see, if she wandered in and, like, there was, like, 10 of us, as long as you gave them their seats,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't give a fuck.
Mm.
And they'd be like, oh, there's bottles of vodka and that in there, fire into it and that.
Bacardi, that was a big one. Colin
Aye.
drunk Bacardi.
Or if I was in the pool and had, like, a lassie hame or something, they'd sit and talk away to her fine and be, like, really friendly and that. And then the next morning, she'd be like, oh, sorry, I've not got your number. What can I do?
Fuck.
Great, man.
My mum's like that, but she's just like, "What the fuck are you doing in my house? Like, get the fuck out."
Oh no, I mean there was young lassie actually got on me really well, and she was minced to be fair. Like Nan came in, pissed as fuck, and she's like, "Oh, there's half a bottle of vodka there. Just have it if you want." Ken, nice to meet you. What? Why are you giving folk vodka? You fucking idiot. We can
Fuck.
drink that next weekend. Leave it the fuck alone. You'll never get to see her again. You know what I mean? I've no intention of having her back here next weekend. Didn't he make an impression, you fucking idiot?
Christ.
She's quality, man.
Good times.
She's wild. She didn't give a fuck. Colin could just sit there quite content in the corner, chat away with his pals and that, have a nice quiet night. Nah. She had to be like up doing the slosh and shit.
Oh,
So
she's
she
getting a
did.
bit of it. She didn't care.
So I was that Edinburgh I was in? Wester Hales in Edinburgh.
Alright.
They've got like the gala bingo bit, and I can't mind what I was doing.
Just ignore me.
I usually do.
I think I got talking to the fella like, because I think I said I'd meet Tony there or something, and so I was sitting talking away to the fella at the bar, and I was like, he was like, oh, where are you saying that? I was like, oh, I'm doing for Castle Douglas, like it's near Dumfries and that, and he's like, oh, I can't folk for Dumfries and that. I was like, how?
Got unlucky.
And he was like, oh, like some of the bingo lot come through like maybe every 6 months or something, and they come play like a big game of bingo up here.
Big game.
And I was like, all right. You didn't ken Nan McKee, do you? And he's like, oh, I ken Nan. Nan's a good laugh.
Everybody ken her as Nan as well. That's
Aye.
the best thing.
I had a bad experience in Edinburgh in time.
Tell us all about it.
In time, it was fucking
Were
more
you
than
tripping?
yins.
Just the
I
one.
had a bad trip and some dodgy
Are you
acid.
caring about this? I'll tell you about this.
Was that the time you had the cat and the guy shagged you in your butthole?
No, that was like last weekend.
No, that was,
No,
I just went out for lunch in Roanhouse.
I was out with my ex, and
They are ken about this?
I can't about this
Right.
because I fucking was fucked. I went out with my ex and that, and she booked a hotel and all that, and
Where'd you stay?
so she drove to.
No, where did you stay?
Where did you
I have
stay?
no idea. I'm not a clue. She booked that. I didn't care what it was called or where it was or fuck all. And it was for me to meet her pals. And I was like, ah, sound. So I went there.
Did they not care where she stays like?
And
They just didn't care about her enough to come down to CD for the night out.
Right.
That's
so
what the
I
problem
didn't
was.
blame them before.
I went out.
Aye, I'll give them
And
that.
I remember seeing a picture on my ex's phone of her in bed with a guy. Right, and I just remember the headboard and all that in the fucking back
I
door.
remember the headboard.
I remember the headboard. Went to the hotel, walked into my room. I was like, "That's the fucking headboard." So I was like, I can't say her name, but I was like, "Is this the same bit you took that fucking guy in your picture? In that picture?" She was like, I've took a few folk back here. I was like, why the fuck are you taking me here, you
That's
maddy?
special, mate.
This is
I was
my,
like, what
this is
the
my spot.
fuck?
That's
I was
quality.
like, that's fucking so disrespectful. But I was like, fair enough, I'll let it go.
Fuck Captain Dignity over here.
I was like,
hell,
I'll
you've
not
got
let it
cheek.
ruin my night. So I went
I'm
out,
not at ruin my night.
put a smile on my face, met her pals, not very polite, fucking...
Try to shag them all. Aye, standard.
They were blokes, surprisingly. But nah,
blokes.
I
fucking...
can't exactly what lassie you're talking about now.
Aye.
I was lost for a minute. Not
That's
anymore.
that's a sausage fest right there.
Aye, aye,
It's just because like guys are easier to get on with.
aye.
It's because you're needing the dick sometimes when you're single and turn up.
Sometimes,
spewing it
all
here.
the time. So I fucking...
So tune in for Banjo's apology next week.
No, I'll never, I will never apologise for fucking any of that. Like,
Right,
anything.
carry on.
So anyway, I fucking went out, put a smile on my face. They all fucked off. Hey, me and my ex decided to stay out for a couple more drinks and that. And I noticed she was getting a wee bit drunk. And I was like, fuck it, Ken. So I was like, we'll have a game of pool. And we had a game of pool and that. And we always make bets in pools. We're like, right, what's a bet? And it'd be
You're
like...
shit at pool as well, so you must lose a lot.
I win when I'm drunk. When I'm sober...
No, you didn't.
Oh, if I lose, you've got to stick a finger in my bum. Can't
Shit
even
like
get to
that,
save
aye.
yourself.
Shit like that.
Because
I
he
was
wants
like,
a finger in the bum.
Well, I was like, threesome if I win and fucking shit like that. She's like, foursome if I win. But,
Two of my pals.
Two of my fucking pals are still here.
aye. So,
I ken two of the housekeepers. They're good guys.
I had a threesome in time with a fucking...
With the night porter at the hotel.
Did I tell you about that?
We've got that story recorded. I'm not sure if it's an audio test or what,
right.
but it's definitely
Aye, I
been
think it
recorded.
is. That's an animation right there.
I was looking at it, but I'm like, it's a hard to animate.
Aye.
No, so...
It's in my potential list.
Anyway, I was like... But I just said the bets. I was like, if you lose, you take a shot. And it was the same vice versa.
It's a bitch move bet.
So, well, it was
Take
coming...
10 shots.
It was coming at the end of the night. Like, we were just finishing. And I knew she was getting a wee bit drunk.
Drink a pint of Jaeger.
So, well,
Every ball.
I won, and I bought her a Jaeger bomb. She was like, "Oh, like
You
why-
won and bought her a Jaeger bomb. That's a shit
I
bet.
know. Well, I bought her a Jaeger bomb.
I don't think I've ever heard of you buying that last year drink. She usually buys you.
Aye.
No, wait. Well, she fucking cheated me like 20 times. Of course, I'm not going to fucking pay for anything.
You also
Fuck
cheat-
that.
you also-
No, never. No, fucking never.
Sean, remember who you're talking to.
I never cheated on her. I never. Did I?
You're talking at your home.
Oh, I did. No, I never. I wasn't aware. No, I never cheated on her. No, never.
You did though. You did though.
She cheated me with a fucking person.
Right, let's get
trainer.
past this.
Doesn't
Right,
matter, but
anyway.
you definitely did.
Right, there's fucking more stories to this, but no, fucking.
It's a whole season of
She took-
stories just for this.
She
one
took
last-
the Jaeger bomb and she went outside, and I thought she was going for a fag. And then my phone died and all that, and I lose shit
That's
all the
better.
time. Like I lose shit all the time, so I gave her my ID, I gave her my bank card, and because I lose stuff, I drop stuff all the time.
No.
Get
She
a grip.
never went
It's
to
not
a
like
fag.
it's not like you're 23 year old and
No.
you should have a grip of your fucking life.
No, she never went for a fag. She fucked off.
That's the kind of behaviour I would expect for a 12-year-old. Oh, could you hold on to my card because
Mum,
I might
I've
lose
lost my
it?
lunchbox.
Aye, that's that level of shit.
Right, well, you talk.
Mum, I don't know where my shoes
Well,
are.
so you talk. Can I go and get a drink, and you can fucking have a wee shitty banter between you?
No, you'll be
No,
fine.
I'm on.
Well then,
finish
shut
off.
the fuck up and listen. Fucking arseholes. Right. So anyway,
Babe, I've lost my lunchbox.
well, I thought she went for a
That
fag,
old
but she
shit,
never.
isn't it?
She fucked off.
I don't know where my
And,
shoes are.
Right, I'm going for a drink.
No, come on.
Come on, we've got 15
Come on, we've
minutes
got
left.
15 minutes
Come
left.
on, come on.
You'll manage.
Finish
Fuck you.
strong.
Shut your fucking mouth then.
What's this? Cunt demanding.
Right.
Come
Ah,
on.
that's a good story, that.
Aye, 10 out of
Right,
10.
well,
mate.
alright. So I walked out of the pub. And I was thinking that's a long ass fag, and
It's a super king.
well, she wasn't there, and the pub shut. So I didn't care where I was, didn't care where the hotel was, had no money, had no ID, had no bank card.
That's your
My
fault, though.
phone was dead.
That's your fault, though.
And I started walking, and I kept asking folk, fucking. I had this junkie approach me and that, fucking. Oh, that was just weird. But
Oh, so you found her.
no, she's a coke addict, not a junkie. But
That was a different girlfriend.
so I kept walking, I kept asking folk, I was like, listen, I don't know where my hotel is, but I know it's opposite a garage, like an Esso garage. And they're like, oh, try this way, gone down there. I walked 6 mile. I got back
How
to
do you know it was 6 miles?
because I Google mapped it. I remember
Your phone was dead.
when that's what I'm saying, when I got back to the hotel.
But you didn't come where you were going, so how did you remember the route?
I'd never Google mapped the fucking route. When I got back to the hotel, I Google mapped the pub I was in. And then that showed me the distance for where I was because I was charged my phone in the hotel to where the pub was.
So you were 6 miles away.
6 mile away. So
Whereabouts in Edinburgh were you?
Haven't
They
even
were
idea.
6
it
miles
was a
away.
sports bar. It was a
Fucked off to see the Forth Road Bridge.
You know what I mean?
but
Like, I've walked some distance in Edinburgh when
Aye.
I'm gassed. I've never walked 6 miles to get here.
You're all house at Fountain Park. You were always like, great, I've got like a fucking half a mile.
No,
step
that's like a mile, half
before
mile.
Before I
though.
even hit Lothian Road.
Aye.
I'm going to Princess Street.
Aye.
well, I fucking
That was a distance, but it's not 6 mile.
No.
I asked about fucking 20 folk.
6 miles here to Brigadine back.
Aye.
They'll be to fucking Sandy Hills. It takes like fucking ages. So eventually, I kept asking folk, and
Maybe he's at Sandy Hills.
I asked the wrong folk, and the fucking I don't know if they
Never
were
away from
wrecked.
it.
Love it.
Fuck you, man.
I like Rockcliffe better.
Right, I'm gonna go and get a drink.
Bournemouth.
Right.
Right, Moen.
Fucking
Hurry
shut
up.
the fuck
Your
up. then.
story's shit.
Right, so I fucking asked the wrong folk. I ended up getting a fucking
You asked
kick
a
in.
junkie for directions.
No, I
Did
never.
you get a hiding?
No, I got a kick in, like.
Nay.
Mm.
Fucking thank fuck for that.
So
What, because you found it at the hotel?
no, because I
let it
fucking
be.
asked the wrong folk.
He showed up at a BP garage instead of an Esso garage.
Right, I'm getting the drink.
We don't serve that kind of shit in here.
Carry on.
How fucking dare you?
Fuck you.
Subpar fuel? I don't think so.
So Banjo's taking the huff like a Wayne.
Aye, Banjo's away. Banjo's out.
Oh,
Pair wee silver.
wee boy. He's a fucking idiot. How the fuck? Where in Edinburgh do you need to be to walk 6 mile?
Aye.
You need to be in fucking like, what's it called? Oh,
Oxgans, or they can't, or
fucking
Dreghorn.
Peebles. I don't fucking like. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Fuck, halfway to Glasgow, mate.
fucking 6 mile. I can't even pop in home. Like I used to was even when I lived in like Fountain Park. or even though I was working in Gorgie, right?
Aye.
This is probably a better measure of distance. I worked at the Sainsbury's in Gorgie and lived in Leith. So for like a normal person, like say if you watch football, right, and you can much about Scottish football, I worked at Tynecastle and lived at Easter Road. Like that was only like 2 mile, 2.5, not even 2 mile probably. How the fuck can you be at a pub 6 mile away from a hotel in Edinburgh?
The only time I'd travel 6 mile to a pub is if I was going to Lebowski's.
Even
And
then,
I'd be
man.
getting a fucking taxi.
Fuck aye, like whacking 6 mile. Where the fuck are you in Edinburgh
Aye.
to whack 6 mile? Because all the hotels are in
Do
the
you think
middle.
he just done like the route? Like he actually could have just went 200 metre up the road, but
I
he
think that
actually
must be
went
it.
3 mile across.
He's in Grassmarket and he walked to the bottom. He walked like Ocean Terminal, up Leith Walk, up to fucking Tynecastle, back round, and then ended up at fucking I don't know, kid, the
Fountain
queue
Park.
or whatever.
Aye.
And fucking fucking clown. There's no way you walk 6 miles in Edinburgh to get a hotel. I didn't give a fuck what anybody
that.
says. He's a fucking clown. Talking about getting leathered, he's got to get leathered tonight wearing that.
Oh, 100%.
Mate, that fucking protein powder is gone all about the pubs in CD.
Mhm.
I didn't have many.
It's not got to be a random that scalps him. It's got to be like flans or something. It's got to be like,
Aye.
you fucking little dick, you've just burst that over the flare.
Aye. I'll burst you all over the flare.
Aye. That carpet's all as you.
Definitely.
Oh no,
is.
they changed the carpet a couple of years ago.
Anyway, right. So finish your story.
He's talking about my mum changing the carpet after the fucking.
No, we're talking about your blood getting spilt over the flare, over the flare and Sam's.
Cheers, man. I fucking looking for that. Aye, so I got back to the hotel room and that. I was
It's a
absolutely.
6 mile round trip.
Aye,
I was covered
somehow.
in blood. My face was all fucked up, and
I actually mind this happening.
I fucking her iPad was sitting and her clothes were on the flare, so I was like, she's obviously fucking been back, and that's far too much.
Shame that. Then he try and pour it back, and you're gonna make a mess.
So fuck it.
You're being such a bitch right now.
So I went on her iPad and that, and I seen that she was messaging a guy she used to shag, and she went and met up with him and shagged him, and fucking
on yourself, hen.
she eventually came back, man. I was still covered in
Is
blood.
it the
and
same
that.
guy that leathered you?
No, it was 2 guys what leathered me.
Aye.
You just want to fight harder, mate.
Well, I did well. I only came away with a black eye and a fucking burst nose, but
It was a good black eye day.
it was it was a peach. So then fucking I gave her shit when she got back and that, and I threw my drink
As you
at her.
do.
Threw my drink at her. I was like, "Fuck you!"
Like a female. It's a feminine move, throwing a drink
that
at her
is.
someday.
I couldn't fucking uppercut her.
A
so-
stereotypically female move.
Yeah, it is.
Not necessarily all the time.
Well, I was sitting there for fucking 2 hours while she was getting fucking shagged. Like, I was
You're
sitting
such
there-
a
Are you
great
aware of
boyfriend.
sitting
Maybe
there
you could have
raging.
shagged her if you weren't away a 6 mile whack.
I still
Alright.
shagged her that night.
Maybe you could have shagged somebody else.
No,
God, man, you were stirring some wee fanny's porridge, man.
man, it's not the first time, man. She shagged through folk through the fucking relationship. Okay, and folk keep coming up to me, fucking Hingy's shagging her now and all that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man. She was shagging folk throughout the relationship. Why would I be bothered now?
So were you?
Aye.
I wasn't. I was when we were on a break. I was
Didn't
shagging.
didn't you even fucking
We were
dare?
on
We went on a 2 week break and I shagged five lassies, and she came back to me. She's like, I slept with fucking somebody. I was like, that's sound. I was like, how fucking dare
Let's
you?
say
though?
fucking Ross and Rachel over here.
Okay.
We were on a break. Fuck off.
I've just farted and
We
you're
went
not
on a
gonna
break.
enjoy
We were
it.
just fucking. We were split up.
No, but you were shagging other lassies during that time. You
not,
forget
not,
that
not
I
whilst
you.
I was officially aware.
No, you were.
Not whilst no.
Aye, not while she was stood beside him.
No.
I know while
If
she was
she
in
was
the
at
room.
home, that's different.
Aye.
If she's in a different area code,
Whilst I was in a
It's not
relationship
cheating.
where I
Got
never,
holes in different
after
area
after she
codes.
cheated on me fucking twice, we split up, and then I started.
No, you didn't.
I did. I was just
Fucking lie
shagging
to
her.
me, mate.
I was
Aye.
shagging
I've
her.
heard the story.
we used to get your stories off you every week to see what
I was
going on. She
shagging
didn't-
her, but I
did I
fucking
f-
wasn't like out of it.
Shite.
Hmm.
It's all shite.
She shagged somebody 2 week at the jail. She fucking.
No, what's the problem with that? You got
What are
something
you trying to
against people that are.
Convicts don't deserve love.
Aye.
Aye. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, if he was a pedo or something, then
Aye.
I'd agree.
oh, convicts don't deserve love. Well, maybe that's not what they're into. No, man, she fucking. I don't want to speak earlier. Like,
Too late.
But you're about
No,
45
that's-
minutes
that's-
too late.
I've
She's done but a cheap
I've
fucking
not said.
flag to
No,
sit in the
I've not
next
said
thing.
one bad word there. I've just tell stories.
Excuse me.
You fucking stink. You
This
dirty
is
bastard.
it. You didn't get.
Aye.
You can't even remember what you said 30
Aye.
seconds ago.
I've not seen one bad word. She was fucking out shagging some other boy.
She
in
was.
fucking,
That's a true
Edinburgh.
story though, Ken.
It's still a bad thing
It's,
to
it's
say.
up to her actions.
It's not an insult
No,
if it's
Banjo,
true.
Banjo.
It's up to her actions. Like,
Banjo. The difference is, I get what you're saying. You're just telling what you're. I don't know how much that story you've told is true. I'm not going to sit here and try and decipher.
100%.
But
Sorry, lads.
7 o'clock, lads. It's firefighter time. The thing is, you tell your truth of the story is like, oh, she was out shagging and that and
Speak your
whatever,
truth.
right? Right.
Oh,
let's say that's the truth.
sorry. I'm missing something out. She was getting coke off him as well. That's a part I missed.
Right,
out.
who
mean-
gives a fuck? Right, but the point is, you tell the truth, but then
You
you
get a
saying,
bag of-
I've not said a bad word about her. If that was me, I wouldn't talk about it anyway, because I'm like, it's done now and
I
it's
need
in
to
the
talk about
past.
something, don't I?
Get what I'm saying?
I mean, to be fair, she was getting coke off the guy.
I mean, maybe she never had any money on
I
her.
was out with my family.
Maybe the
right?
guy didn't have a PayPal account, and
I,
she had
I,
any
wa-
money
I
on her.
was out in Dalbeatty one day, and she came. It was the first time her meeting like my sister and all that. And
We were like,
my nieces were there. My nieces were there, and fucking
Did she turn up
cheese
to
was
Lear
there.
Trumpet?
No, she was sound like. We had a
try
few
to sell them
drinks.
coke.
She was like,
You want a bag?
No, she was like, oh, I'm trying to get coke, and I was like, fair enough. I was like, fair enough in that. She was like, oh, the guy what's got, he wants me to suck his dick for the bag. He was like, she was like, should I do it?
Aye.
I was like, are you being fucking serious? Like,
Of course you should.
I'm standing
Are you
here.
being serious? I'm stood here. No, it my not on coke. What do you expect right
No,
now?
I was like, I'm standing with my fucking like half my family, and like, fair enough if we're gonna get coke and that.
no, pal. You didn't suck his dick.
I will.
I will.
I'll do it.
She was like, oh, I've shagged him
I'm a
before.
gentleman.
I'm a
I've shagged
gentleman.
him before, but like,
I've seen enough porn to ken what a good dick sucking looks like.
and I was like, you fucking dirty.
It's like Jay and
bastard.
Silent Bob. It's the unwritten book of the road.
Banjo lies on his stomach and picks his back.
But I know, fuck, I couldn't believe it, man. I believe it now that I can know, I say, but
How did you not get your gone with her for like 2 years?
this was in the first week of meeting her. Like, she was like this.
You're ignorant, mate. I'm on her side. Shout out.
Aye.
Fuck yous, man. Fuck
Just because I ken you generally.
Fuck yous.
She was trying to put herself to work.
Mm.
Pure civil. You're so unappreciative of the
Clearly
things folk
fucking
do for
works
you.
too hard then.
Right, anyway, boys. We're at
Oh, well.
hash 127, so I think we'll call it there. We've got shit to do tonight.
Yeah.
It's on you, son. You've got to do your
Oh,
outro,
fuck,
mate.
It's me, innit?
It is you. Let's go. Let's make it engaging. It's Halloween, so let's make it a spooky one.
Yeah.
Let's
Sorry,
get a
Craig. We
spooky
didn't,
tent.
we didn't get time for you this week, Craig, but maybe next week.
We're never getting time for him.
How the fuck?
Can we just abuse Craig for 5 minutes and then maybe I'll actually come on the podcast and I can chat
Yeah.
with him for a while?
Come on and defend yourself, Craig.
You're a fucking dick, a liberal cunt that used to be a socialist that saw the light of capitalism and now you're still a prick.
Saw the light of capitalism.
That makes no sense to me.
No,
at
it
all.
does, because when we
No,
were
I said
12,
to him.
oh, to
Aye,
you,
me,
aye.
not a clue.
Right, do your hashtag too
That's not a hard
spooky.
thing to find.
Make sure you like that fucking
How's
like
that
button.
spooky?
What? Ooh, like shut
Aye,
the
that's
fuck
it.
up.
Ah, that's a bit better. Put a bit of fucking effort in.
No
Try and say button like Voy Boy.
button.
That wasn't that far off, actually, and you didn't even ken who Voy Boy is,
No,
do you?
not a clue.
Oh, then you can't even the reference you're going for here.
He always says button funny. Have you never noticed that?
No, I've never.
Don't forget to hit that like button. It's a weird way of saying it. I can't do it.
Right.
Just subscribe and our shit. Like
Where's your paper? It's right there.
Oh man, it's stupid though. Like, give me a second.
You wrote it.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Right, I'm doing it. Shut up.
Hurry up, then.
Give a spooky
Things to
twang.
do.
not doing it,
I'm
I'm not doing
fucking
it.
gasping for a shite here.
I can smell that.
I know.
Please remember to smash that.
What is that?
Smash the like button.
Right, no,
subscribe,
wait,
turn your
wait.
notifications on.
Let me
Please
give
share
you
to all your friends, family, partners, and side hoes.
Right, Banjo.
Sorted. Done.
Imagine you are Frankenstein's monster. Have you ever seen the Young Frankenstein? Right?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Those guys say you should date in the voice of Ken the hunchback cunt. You've never seen Young Frankenstein?
No.
That's this week's homework. Watch Young Frankenstein. It's beast mode. It's got Gene Wilder in it. Get a spooky twist, mate.
Just comment hashtag fucking spooky or hashtag Halloween. Just
Actually, like the video.
comment.
That would help us out a lot. See, if you went, even if you're listening on Spotify, if you go to YouTube, like the video, that helps out a lot. If you want to try and support us a bit, the likes, bump that shit up.
because folk have been asking, oh, do you make any money off it? And I'm like, mate,
No.
you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. We're nowhere near that now.
So if you're listening on like Spotify, iTunes, fire over to YouTube, something about Haggis. Throw a like on the, even if you didn't watch the video, throw a like on the video.
I hate it
and
when I
a
hear
sub.
that in a YouTube video as well.
But
Same with like the community page, like share the Facebook, tell your pals and that. Well, maybe go through your friends list because there will definitely be friends that didn't want to hear this.
I know, but
But
a favour.
you get the gist.
If you've listened to every episode at this point,
Aye.
but you've not been on the YouTube and liked the video or subscribed, fire in and give us a hand. Help us out. I didn't want to work at GBM the rest of my life, so come on. Get the finger out.
Tell us what fucking you didn't like either. Tell us what you do like. Tell us what you want to talk about. Shit like that. Anything. Any fucking feedback would be great.
Call Banjo a cunt in the comments.
Aye, like, I don't give a fuck, man. Message me. Well, didn't message me privately. Like, I don't give
Message
a
the Instagram. Banjo's
Aye.
got the Instagram.
No, didn't message Instagram. Fuck yous. Didn't bother. Ken, but it would be much appreciated if you did hit that like button, turn your notifications on, subscribe, and just get in. Listen every week.
Get involved, boys.
Be better fans.
Tell your
Right,
friends.
I need to go take a shit and play poker, so I'll see you all next week. Bye.